Okay, I think we're live. Hopefully. What's up, Luna? What's up, Dave's channel? There we go. My hair is very fluffy today. Welcome to UWF. We're going to watch episodes 19, 20, and 21 today. Very exciting. Tomorrow is going to be the look back at the Ben Thorpe Thousand Trails arrest. That should be exciting. Thursday is going to be a look back at the 2025 for the Bethadone Clinic. She's supposed to be getting me a thumbnail shortly so that we can get that posted. Friday, we will be doing Memphis Wrestling, which I cannot wait for. And Saturday, we're going to take a look at just kind of a one-off episode of someone that I think is interesting on YouTube. I don't know that we'll go back to it frequently, but I did think it was worth doing one episode about it. You got some news? What's the news, Luna Star? You're dating, what's that guy's name? Who was your rival at the karaoke? Josh, was that his name? Woo! What's up? It's me. All right, listen, let's get right into the action here, okay? After yesterday, I need some energy, some enthusiasm, and I think we'll get that from this cocaine-fueled professional wrestling. In mono, we're available. You know what, guys? I know what you're thinking. The only thing that could top yesterday's stream is if we had a match between Cowboy Bob Orton and B. Brian Blair. But certainly that's too much to hope for.
Everybody, I'm Craig DeGeorge, along with Bruno Sammartino, the living legend. Welcome once again to the Fury Hour. Great hour of
He bought 3 worthless letters.
And boy, do we have a big match to talk about. First of all, the tag team, the Power Twins against a very new tag team. We've seen them before, but never together, and that is Wet and Wild, Bruno.
Wet and Wild. Well, these two young
Wet and Wild.
guys, there's no question about it. They're very, very exciting. But I'll tell you what, the Power, these...
Listen,
these
I tell
two
you,
guys,
they are
they're
very
awesome,
exciting.
they're
I
big,
don't
they're
enjoy,
confident.
personally, Craig, I don't enjoy too much wet and too much wild, not good. I don't know why I have like a
It's gonna be very
Bavarian
interesting to
accent for
see
him.
What these two young guys can do against these two individuals.
You think he's
Could be a
putting
new
this
team
accent
here at
on?
The UWF, one that has been going on, however, for quite a few months, that is. Cowboy Bob Orton and B. Brian Blair, and it will come to the pinnacle, we would think, in this match tonight.
These two guys, without question, they hate each
I noticed it when I did the
other.
thumbnail.
They fought each other a number of times, and this time you're going to see...
Yeah,
I
goddamn,
think
let's
this
hear
team
it.
will land. Somebody's going to beat somebody, and it's going to be a tremendous, but a vicious...
Tremendous.
All right, a lot of action there.
Tremendous
Get going
amateur
right now. Let's get to our
background,
ring
Craig,
announcer, Frankie E.
for Wet and Wild.
Craig and Bruno, you're absolutely right. We
Frank
have an
E.
extremely exciting night of wrestling coming our way. Then let's take a look at that lineup right now.
Getting ready to inflict his damage and destruction, one of the UWF's most feared grapplers, Dr. Death, Steve Williams. In their UWF debut, the brutal and evil combination from Long Island, New York.
Power Twins. Okay, so what do you guys think? Who has obviously Memphis has the better storylines by a country mile. But whose actual in-ring product, based solely on the television, do you guys think is better, UWF or Memphis? I've got my answer, but...
The Power Twins with their manager, Rick.
Nick makes you happy? Who's Nick? Hold on, I gotta go into all chats here. Just turn it on by fucking default.
Facing the Power Twins and also making their UWF tag team of Wet and Wild.
Why would I, as the streamer, not want to see every... You know what I mean? Like, oh no, you threw your back out? Oh shit, dude. Are you bedridden or just happen to kind of baby it, you know?
Sunny Beach and Steve the Wild Thing Ray.
Who is Nick?
The psychotic wild man from the mountains of New Mexico, the very unpredictable Cactus Jack.
Oh, and also next week we'll get back. McHenry will be on Monday. Durando will be on Thursday. as we start to finish out the 2025 like look back content, we'll get back to more normalcy.
A hateful man that continues his rage, the Cowboy.
But definitely the next few weeks, we'll at least spend a few weeks with McHenry on Mondays to get caught up a little bit.
Bob Orton and his disdainful manager, John the Golden Greek Tolos.
Man, a fucking back is just the shits, man. Even like sometimes just like the slightest movement, it just fucking send that jolt, that like electric bolt through your back. Ugh. Sorry, man. What's up, Parbs?
The UWF power line is waiting for your call. 1-900-420-4UWF.
Call me now.
Wow.
He weighs 285 mean pounds.
Mean
From
pounds.
Lakewood, Colorado. He is Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Nick Kramer, huh, is your crush. We met on Facebook dating. We started talking yesterday. He works at a storage unit and has his driver's permit. That's interesting. Nick Kramer, how old is he, Luna?
All right, Bruno Sammartino, we are set.
Oh,
for
that's a
another
cool
hour
poster
of
and t-shirt, too.
UWF
I love the
wrestling
shirt
excitement
as
with,
well. I
well,
broke
you can't
Wahoo's
start off with
leg.
anybody better, Steve, Dr. Death Williams.
I'll just be real. I thought yesterday was some of like the most fun. I always have fun on the streams, even if I'm in a bad mood. I always like perk up during the streams. But like I thought yesterday, I just had like it was just wall to wall fun for me.
Carmine Albano.
Comedy time.
Saying, what is my nephew doing? Facing
Nick K.
against the toughest ones here. This guy in Albano,
He is 31 years old. Interesting. Will we see him be part of the content, do you think? Or is this an internet boyfriend, or is this like a real, do you know, is he like in your area, or are you just internet dating?
Steve Williams.
I tell you, you got to give him a lot of credit for stepping in the ring with Dr. Death. There are not any tougher in the UWF than this band.
Well,
We may need Chris Hansen to get involved.
Williams got behind Albano. Albano was able to pull a reversal, but Williams.
So you were coming here just to meet Luna and share her love of karaoke. Why don't you have a seat right over here, Nick?
Quickly, got control again.
Love left me forever.
This Steve Williams, a lot of fans may not know. This guy, of course, wrestled out of Oklahoma.
I didn't know yesterday was gonna. I mean, I knew they would be good videos, but like I had no idea that we were about to see like the equivalent of like unearthing some old Renaissance paintings.
Great amateur wrestler. He almost made it to the Olympic Games. He's a tremendous pro, but he was equally tremendous as an amateur.
You got to move on. It's me.
Heck of a football player, as you know.
Yes, he has a different look here today, too. And you see the fans really peering in to watch. Just the lower tights here from Dr. Death. As he flips over at Carmine Albano, who may at this point be wondering exactly what Bruno did. Why is he in the ring?
Well, and I feel like really like moving forward, I'm fine with keeping like Mondays predominantly McHenry, Thursdays predominantly Dorunda, but I do think like every couple weeks or few weeks, like, or if there's something pressing, like I think now was the time to do that Love Left Forever, because he'd been gone for 10 months and came back unexpectedly. But I do think if we wrote, like, that'll give us a little bit more creative freedom and kind of, add some variety.
Well, this Steve Williams, let's face it, when it comes to professional wrestling, when you start talking about the toughest in the pros in the world of wrestling today, Williams is right up there with the tops. And of course, in Japan, he is one of the most fierce and respected men in Japan.
Nick's stage name is Radio Star.
Wrestling is on top of that list. He's one of the toughest in the world today.
I heard King Lee say that his new stage name is Video. I don't know if that's true or not.
Vicious.
The toughest.
Yeah, I would have to put him right up there.
What's up, Ember? I am committed to being miserable, resentful, and unhappy. if Bethadone appears. She might be working on some stuff. She dyed her hair. She told me she was going to be taking some photos and stuff. So she might be busy. Can't wait to see her hair, though.
Good chop to Albano to knock him down. Dr. Death is certainly not looking ahead to next week, too, which I guess could happen.
Oh, they're still at the Penta.
From a frozen stance, he got up in a hurry.
Yeah,
I guess the Nina and the Santa Maria were booked. What a terrible joke. I'm sorry.
Now the abdominal stretch. Let's see if we can...
What's up? There's your trifecta, Vinny Slugga. That was like a teacher, kind of a history teacher joke.
Hey, look at that. Take a look at that upper left eyebrow.
Who's he waving at?
I see some blood with Steve Williams. Now I don't see what happened there. What happened? You know what? I don't know how he got this, but you know what, Craig?
What's that?
When we remember the last time he wrestled Orndorff, there was enough.
All right, Ember. Thanks for stopping by.
And I got a feeling that maybe those stitches, maybe something happened here where that thing split open again, or it's got to be from that, because I saw nothing that Albano did to cause that injury to Williams.
Albano.
An old injury from the last time he fought Orndorff.
Not a bad thought, Dr. Sammartino.
Right now we saw the famous Williams tackle, and
as the arm up, may put him away. No. He's lucky the blood is coming down his nose and not going into his eye, where the referee could easily stop it, or a ringside doctor.
You're taking more kratom now?
The way Williams says he's in a situation...
Oh, you're taking more than Sabu? Wow.
Chooses to believe me, if that blood in any way got to where it blocked his vision or what have you, if he was in danger that the doctor might come in and stop the match, I promise you that he will make quick work of Albano, because Williams is capable of that.
Yes, he is. Albano in pain, as you can see with that good close-up.
How do you take it, man? Do you put it in? Do you take a pill, or do you just do like the powder? I knew a guy who did the powder, but it always seemed like so inefficient the way that he did it. I think like the pills are probably the easiest way for me, anyway. Kratom's no bueno. Oh, come on. Kratom's fine.
A lot of great matches coming your way. We will get a look at a new tag team. I'll tell you about them in just a bit. Going up against the Power Twins. Cactus Jack is on tap for this program, along with Orton and Brian Blair, the big return grudge match. And Williams may have come to that point where he says, I've had enough work for this.
Well, in that close-up, Craig, a second ago, we saw close-up.
I think personally Kratom gets a bad rap just because it's an alternative that's available to everybody pretty freely for the most part. And like, yeah, it has some bad things to it, but like, is there a single thing you can put into your body for pain or whatever prescription drugs that don't have a high likelihood of some kind of side effect? Like, I took a ton of Kratom and I never had any problems.
Blood is really coming down.
But then again, I also did like a whole suitcase of Whippets, so I don't know how that logic holds up.
So if Williams, I would suggest to Williams that if he can, as Albano right now seems to be hurting, he should try if he can get the victory here and not to waste any time.
There you go, mixing the powder. The guy I knew would just fucking put the powder in his mouth. It was like it was the dumbest shit.
Time to heal as far as next week is concerned, because that is going to be a humdinger for sure.
Meanwhile, Albano just took a pretty bad spill outside that ring. And
he may be
what's up, Van Gogh?
In a hurry also.
Who is this guy that he's wrestling?
You know what it seems like here? It seems like Williams is very upset at the fact that he's bleeding, and as a result, he wants to punish ice water.
Big deal. So what?
Will wake up Albano. That could go the other way. I thought he was going to hit him with the pitcher. Turned out just to be ice water. And this has not been a very refreshing match for Mr. Albano by any means.
Is this guy owe him money? Why is this match going so long?
And he may just want to stay there and get the 10 count and get out of here. The referee's counting, and I don't think he's going to make it. Dr. Death back in.
The referee's not counting, and why isn't he counting?
I thought he was. He was over there, but you're right.
Now he starts to count.
Late count by the referee. Tom Fornini.
Don Cornini?
And, no, Dr. Dev made a mistake of coming back over, so that interrupted the count.
Well, he wanted to interrupt the count because obviously he doesn't want Albano to get counted out. He wants him
Private Lou Albano.
No doubt he
What
wants
is it,
to get
huh?
a clear victory here.
Doesn't want the count out. Big chop, you saw where he delivered that punch from.
First mate.
I think Williams is so upset that he's bleeding, even though I don't
This
think
is
it was
so-
Albano who caused the bleeding. I think it's
Okay,
some kind
this
of
is, if I had to have a criticism of UWF, I would say my main issues are that there are not enough promos, they're not the storylines. I don't know, I guess they're kind of old school storylines and that they all kind of play out through those pre-recorded things, but I would like to have more like live promos, I guess. And I'd also like shorter matches. I just feel like I haven't really seen that many good matches in UWF, but if they were short, like it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But like this is taking forever.
Oh, well, I guess, you know, we have to say it was Albano.
Tom Fornini,
Did something, some kind of
promoter for
Yeah,
IWCCW.
he's bleeding, and I think he's furious
Was that
about
Durunda? It
He's
might have
not
been.
trying to beat Albano. Now he's punishing him. He wants to really punish him before he finally beats him. Because there's no doubt in my mind that he can beat Albano. And he's not doing his best to end this match in a hurry. He's just punishing him.
I thought he said Cornini.
Beautiful hip toss by Dr. Death. Will this be it for Albano? He's just been hanging on here.
And here comes the clothesline.
Oh my gosh. This is just going on and on.
This has not been a pretty sight for Carmine Albano.
Carmine Albano.
In all honesty, Albano's really been taking a terrible beating from Williams.
Albano into the corner.
Okay, here we go.
Up and rakes him into the top turnbuckle.
One of his favorite moves here, buckle to buckle.
Tom Fornini.
Power slammed him down, and that's got to be it. Please. Yes. So Steve Williams, Dr. Death.
Did he have he ate this guy up the whole match and then he got Hardway? Did he split his eye?
Here we are, the world famous Power Twins in the UWF. This guy
Oh, boy.
put together some of the biggest talent in the world. Guys like Don the Rock Morocco, B. Brian Blair, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. These two clowns, Wet and Wild, they're supposed to be very good. But let me tell you something, the best tag team in the world, you're looking at them right now.
Yeah, that was bad to the bone.
The world famous Power Twins. 6'2", 300 pounds apiece. We move like cats. We're the most powerful things to ever come into wrestling in the UWF.
If you ever listen to that old John Arezzi show, these guys were on there all the time, and they would like heel out on the show. I thought they were one of the best parts of the show, but I don't know too much about them as wrestlers. But they were really funny on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight radio show.
In the world today, and it doesn't look like anybody threw up on us in Technicolor like those two
What a pair of
clowns
cool
went wild.
dudes.
What are those guys anyway? A video game? We want wrestlers. We want contenders, not pretenders.
Someone that can stay in the ring more than 5 minutes with the Power Twins.
Someone knows how to tie their own shoes.
Someone knows how to put on their own tights by themselves.
Because when this tag team tournament comes around,
Ooh, tag team
someone gets
tournament
two
coming up.
chances right here. The world famous Power Twins.
Tony Khan booking.
Hey, you. And you. Every one of you.
Oh, Rock You Like a Hurricane, another Luna song. I bet she likes that one.
Because tonight, you witnessed
Am I going to do anything for your birthday next Monday morning?
the baddest.
I mean, I've already got the slot booked, Vinny, but I can I can give you a special birthday greeting.
To my brains. At 600, sit down and shut up.
Hey, Anthony Michael Hall at the show.
You're lucky tonight. Understand that. From New York, the Power Twins.
Oh, by the way, here's some deep lore on my IRLs. Do you remember the Kroger worker who would always come up to me and ask me if I was buying a coconut cream cake? I hadn't seen her for a while, and I was at Walmart yesterday, and she's at Walmart now. She came up to me at Walmart and asked if I was buying a coconut cream pie, or coconut cream cake. She didn't say cream pie. It's a cake.
Ladies and
I was just thinking of a Chris Hansen segment I watched the other day where he was talking to this guy and he's like, now you said you were just coming here to drop off some Red Bulls, right? And he's like, but it says here in the messages, BB cream pie. What does that mean? Bareback cream pie.
Refrain from throwing things in the ring. If you are seen throwing something, you will be ejected immediately.
Tony Khan was 9 years old. That sounds like a South to West comment about, he's always like telling us how old Ben Thorpe was.
Their opponents are
She wants a cream pie.
They come in with a
I was like, I thought I was having a stroke. I was like, why is this chick at Walmart?
Steve, the Wild Thing Ray, and Sunny Beach are Wet and Wild.
Oh, this is a... Oh, boy. Wild Thing and then the Beach guy.
Well, how do you like that, Bruno? A week ago, we saw him.
Sonny Beach was on that same it wasn't a podcast, it was a radio show, but he was on that same John Arezzi radio show quite a bit too.
Working the ring as Steve Ray came to the side of Sonny Beach.
What's up, Travis?
Understand they've been working out during the week, and here they are as a
He's
tag
obsessed
team
with Ben Thorpe.
in the UWF
He's
called Wet.
Some people think that he is Ben, but I don't think so, because Ben has very little knowledge, or at least he presents very little knowledge about streamers outside of their purview, and like South to West knows a lot of lore about IP2, and I feel like Ben would not have that knowledge.
And Wild.
But boy, what a way to get started against the Power Twins. 635 pounds.
Oh, Ronnie P. Gossett.
These are two big
I
men.
watched the
They're
Bill
both-
Watts one like 2 or 3 times. It's so fucking good. That's up on a title match. I gotta watch that Ronnie Gossett one though.
Their manager, who is this guy?
Rick Golden is his name.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not
Golden.
familiar with him.
He says he has some kind of golden rule.
Yeah, I
for
don't
the
think
Power
there's any
Twins,
way
and
that it's
is very
Ben.
simple. Do unto
Just being real, Ben's not gonna hang out in my chat that much. You know what I mean? Like, we only see them when it's a Thorpe related content.
you guys, the opponents, before they do unto us.
This is going to be some kind of a test. It really, really will be for the
That will
for
never
South
happen.
Beach, because
South to West is
we
a
know
big
what
time
talented
Ben
wrestlers
loyalist.
they are, but in facing the Power Twins, these two guys, not only are they big, but they're so well as a team, because
This actually, to me, is Tony Khan booking, bringing in a brand new tag team, putting them against 2 baby faces you've been building like for no reason whatsoever. Like, maybe they'll have like a schmaz finish or whatever, but I don't know. I would have just brought the Power Twins in and like smashed them over somebody.
of course, you know, they've been together. Wow, they're twins. They've been together all their lives. They worked out all their
Exactly.
lives together in amateur
Exactly.
wrestling, then into professional ranks and so forth. So they really gel well together. But you know, look at these two guys, Craig. I mean, you talk about, okay, twins. These guys are so identical. I mean, everything, even the hair, the beard, everything is exactly, the same. They have a few hairs missing on the
I love the heels
Both of
hugging
them
each other.
exactly
That's
the
always
same.
funny.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
even their bald spot, Bruno, is identical. That's what I'm saying. That is precise.
Absolutely incredible.
When I was a kid, whenever the heel would go over and like hug their manager, man, that always pissed me off so much when I was a kid. I was like, that motherfucker.
I cannot tell these two apart. I just can't.
Well, if you never thought balding was hereditary, I guess this would be a good sign that it is. David Larry, still don't know which one is which. I'm trying to, when I interview them, I try to pick out some kind of characteristic which would help doing the play-by-play, but I cannot tell. Perhaps one
Their
beard,
promos
one
weren't good.
thing
They
or
were
the other
really
guy,
good
but
talkers on the John Arezzi show, so that's kind of surprising. But I don't know anything about them as wrestlers. I only know them from the radio show.
The USFL Philadelphia Stars. As for their opponents, they sound more like a Floridian theme park, Wet and Wild, but they are a pretty good combination.
Well, the thing is, we know individually how good they are, both of them, but as a team, they really have not spent that kind of time together, so it'll be interesting to see. Nice move. It'll be interesting to see how well they gel together. I got a feeling that they'll do quite well, but again, they're taking on quite a challenge with 2 guys that have been
Oh, all
together for a
4 are
long
really
time.
loyal.
You got to look at that German suplex or the tidal wave from Sunny Beach.
That was kind of interesting, that transition.
Suplex or the tidal wave from Sunny
Ooh,
Beach.
that was really smooth. Look at that, like
You gotta look at
butter.
that German suplex or the tidal
Boom,
wave
and then
from
right
Sunny Beach.
into it. Perfect.
Now the question is, though, will they be able to team together in the short time?
That was
I guess
nice.
That's the point we'll have to see against the Power twin.
You feel like you got body slammed on the Ultimate
Power
Warrior's
twin number
entrance door.
Beach is in there, tagged in nicely.
What's up, Izzy?
Here, double clothesline.
Double clothesline and executed very, very well. And so
The
far,
Power
I
Twins
know
kind of look
the
like
match
large
started
versions of
very
Herb.
early. Yeah, very early, so shouldn't say too much. But so far, I like what I see. These guys are doing well together as a team. Like I say, it's early. But certainly so far in the first minute or so of the match, they're impressing me.
Worked his LA. That's kind of cool gimmick.
The abdominal stretch, but the other power twin comes in.
The mistake there that Sunny Beach made, if you're going to get the man in abdominal stretch, you certainly have control of him, that you can spin him around while even in the hole so that you don't have your back to the other power twin, because you don't do that with these two guys.
That might be a sign of the inexperience as a tag team wrestler. He's not obviously used to going against the guy with another opponent that is, in the other corner.
Perhaps. By the way, while I have a second in the audience, Greg, we have Georgiana Mekrakopoulos. She is, of course, the head of the Wrestling Chatterbox, who have been writing quite a bit about the UWF, and it's very informative newsletter that they send out. And,
Very informative.
See her over here. Hope she's enjoying the show, and keep up the good work, because it certainly is a very educational newsletter.
You're out of the New York area?
Indeed, from New York here, right.
The Big Apple brings out a lot of big names in the wrestling world. Eddie here tonight, writing and taking pictures, as you'll notice, around ringside. There's Rick Golden, the manager for the Power Twins.
Who's the
Dave or Larry in the ring against
manager? What's the name?
And Beach showing some of the skills
Leaning
he's shown
ominously into the
over the
microphone.
weeks as a single wrestler in individual competition.
Shout out Georgianne Mekrakopoulos. I remember her when I was a kid. Like, I had no idea who she was in real life, but her name always came up in like the after mags and shit. So like, even though I really I didn't know anything about her, like I knew of her even like when I was a little kid.
So far, Greg, that is that this Rick Golden. From outside,
Rick Golden, there we go.
At least so far, maybe I'm speaking too soon. But so far,
News and
no
views.
physical interference. And I would think it would be very wise for him not to do that, because he's not the biggest guy around. And if one of those two guys, of course I'm talking about either Steve Ray or Sonny Beach, they put one hand on this guy. As the old saying, they can squash him like a grape. He's not a big man, is he? So it'd be wise not to interfere too much.
Well, he doesn't have that commanding John Tolos presence.
That's for sure. Nor the background and experience.
Power Twins, however, doing the twin killing now on Sunny Beach.
His brother is Dick Golden.
And that turnbuckle, kind of sloppily into the corner. These Power Twins have some very effective moves as a tag team, which you would expect. They've probably been doing it since they were 3 years old.
Sunny Beach. Rick Golden shower. There you go.
Looks more like an amateur move there.
Yeah, he got behind him and went to take him down.
Is that a Shawn Michaels reference? Peeing on the rats.
To conclude the maneuver, headlock, good. That's good. Tag. One of the wise things you can do as a team is tag. If you have the upper hand on an opponent, keep switching on him.
I'm almost. I don't know why I say almost. It's pretty obvious that the shit behind the, what was it, dark side of the ring, and then the shoots I've heard about this are true, that like there was very little actual like booking and kind of left it up to the wrestlers. I feel like you can tell that in the in-ring.
Can weaken them and perhaps, gain a victory.
Because Ian Rotten always told me that if you just put two guys in the ring and you tell them like have a match, they'll do everything they have in the match. Like, because I was wanting to book Eric Cannon against Brandon Tomaselli, and he was asking me how I would book it, and I told him I'd give him like a, just let him have a match and then get a rematch. And he's like, no, you got to limit it to like, give them like a 5-minute match where they can just give you like a little bit. He's like, if you send them out there and just tell them to have a good match, they're going to do absolutely like, there's going to be nothing left for like a rematch.
Fresh. There's the headlock. Now Twin tags in. They're both in the ring.
If Ian Rotten says so.
Unusual reverse clothesline. The back of the head knocking down Wild Thing Ray. Right in that corner where the manager is.
I really wanted to run I wanted to start running Saturday afternoon shows before the night IWA shows. And that way, I mean, it's just an issue whether you trust it or not. But like, you could split airfare that way, and you could like split hotels and stuff like that. But it was just too dicey at the time, and like it would definitely have just been a money sink because there was no way we could have ever I could have ever drawn to even come close to breaking even.
From the Power Twins, these guys are tremendous. They're over 630 together.
They're both over 300 pounds. A total of 635 pounds. So a lot of beef in there. Big people.
Good side suplex there. Now he's got Ray by the hair. And both twins are in as referee Dick Kroll worrying about Sonny Beach.
Ooh, Dick Kroll. There's a classic.
And again, both of the twins are in again. Look out. Back body drop. Well done. Well done by the Power Twins.
They must have shot him up 6-7 feet in the air. This guy really took one heck of a body drop. Steve Ray, but hey, he can take it. We've seen him in the past, as we've said. This is a big kid, 255 pounds, well conditioned, and a blow like that is a solid, hard blow. But Steve Ray will continue this match. He'll take more than that to bring the DP on him.
I did like IWA booking because every town, it was kind of like every town had its own storylines, and they all kind of played together okay, like they all made sense, but like each city had their own main rivalry and vibe. Like Midlothian was like your indie people, your Ring of Honor type fans, and then like Plainfield, Indiana was your old school IWA Blood and Guts fans. It was really cool. Delicious Dave and Luscious Larry. Wow.
Never saw the tag, nor did he see this double suplex from both of the
Power Twins, yes. Double suplex. They do a lot of their moves. In fact, it seems like every time they're doing something, they are doing it together.
It's been 2 weeks since we did UWF.
And I guess that's what it's
because I didn't have internet last week.
They tag it again, both still in the ring. Ray's got to get out of there. Oh, this time they bring
Pancake.
Face first, and he goes.
Oh, I see who you're talking about. These guys back. Oh shit. Ooh, I like that crazy biblically accurate angel tights design. Whoa, what are they doing?
Did you see that Rick Golden fly out of that ring?
Whoa. Am I seeing this right? Are they whispering to each other, mouth to mouth, or are they?
Did you see that Rick Golden fly out of that ring? He tried to interfere, and that son of a bitch is ready to grab him. Boy, he shot out of there like a bullet.
Wild Thing is on his knees, crawling toward his corner, trying to reach out.
Where did I put my lighter at?
Now he finally tags in. I don't think Kroll saw that one.
No, he did this experience. These guys have been together for so long that they just know the proper way of distracting the referee, and so far it's working out very well to their advantage. And Steve Ray's paying the price.
Okay, this is a good one.
Lead in the midsection. Dave or Larry of the Power Twins in there. I think that is Larry. Misses, takes the clothesline down. Now let's see if Ray can get out of there.
Wonder who's got the masters for UWF, or if they even exist.
Reaching over, and he should be able to make the tag.
What's up, Randy?
I saw that one. Double noggin buster.
Ooh.
And the drop kick.
Double noggin buster.
Sonny Beach, of course, very fresh. He's been on the apron for quite a while.
Kroll got right in the way of that.
Nice back body drop as one of the Power Twins comes off the rope. 1, 2. No. Well, no, I'm afraid, that it'll take a little more than that to soften one of these guys up.
Yeah, there you go, Bruno.
Going to go here with the backslide.
Ooh, man.
Well, not really that close. I'd say that was a 1.5 count.
Didn't have good form.
The back row. Oh,
brings it back over. Good move.
Oh, nice.
But the other Power Twin jumps in there. Now, come on, Kroll. Get this guy out of here. Kroll continues to keep Ray out of there.
Uh-oh. Rick Golden's up on the apron.
And as you see Rick Golden up there, very easy for us to criticize. But Kroll clearly saw the other one jump in without a tag, and he's just worried about Wild Thing.
Yeah, well, he's worried about Wild Thing because Wild Thing should be stepping outside the ring to allow the referee to turn around. You know, because the more he stays in there, the longer the referee's going to stay on him, and the more damage the Power Twins are going to do to Sunny Beach.
All right, but I don't recall.
Kind of looks like two Ted Arcides
Yeah, that's for
on a
sure.
rampage.
But on the other hand, certainly the referee can't tell who's who, so they could easily
How'd I get
make a
another
switch on him without him knowing anything about it.
set of lighters?
And we get a bell for some reason. As Wildly comes in.
This was the good one, okay. No, this is the good one.
No, I think there must be a disqualification here.
The winner is by disqualification.
Yeah, disqualification.
White and Wild.
Well, there you go. You got a fuck finish so we can get a rematch. Jason Lively very upset about the loss. Give me that towel back. Look at this. Oh, that would be awesome.
Well, look at this now. Look at this. Boy, is he an arrogant little guy, huh?
Fred and Ed. I'm a firm believer, by the way, that it's okay to fuck with the heels, but like if he comes over and wants that towel back, like I think if you're really there for the show, like you should you got to back down to the heel.
Wild, victorious over the Power Twins here in the UWF in their debut, and they will remember this one.
I didn't one time, but I'm still trying to find the footage for it.
Winning tag team Wet and Wild.
But I should have. It was a bad decision. I just waited a little bit too long before I sat down. It's you know, when you're like in the moment, I was just like I waited a little bit too long to sit down, and Eddie Kingston didn't like that. Ted Arcidi ad?
This is what it's all about, Daddy. The fans, the people. Coming up, the Rubber Band Man himself, Captain Lou.
Yes, wrestling fans, back again this week with the Captain's Corner. It's Captain Lou Albano. Normally in professional wrestling, we do have some conformity, but this is one man that goes against everything in professional wrestling. He's a strange individual. Here he is, Cactus Jack. Captain, every time
Tasty waves.
Here, you got something else to say. You may be the jolly fat man on the Captain's
Man,
Corner.
here's your Craven the Hunter. I like this vibe for Cactus.
Captain, but you're wearing real thin on my patience. Every time it's something else. I've got the brain of a dehydrated BB. Get your laugh, Captain. Get your laugh. Dehydrated BB. You put my brain in a bird, it flies backwards. Get your laugh, Lou. Get your laugh. Well, that's the last time. Because I ain't making jokes out here on this camera to put you over. No. Captain, if you want to giggle, do it somewhere else. Well, it's not all
Sounds like Wings of Redemption. I'm not here to giggle, chuckle, laugh, guffaw. I'm not here to conversate.
The methods that you use, the way you conduct yourself.
What's up, Guido Island?
A little bit off. You seem a little bit schizophrenic. I don't know, homicidal.
Schizophrenic.
I don't know what to call it, but you definitely need psychiatric care. I feel in my book. You ought to check with Dr. Rodney Bafufnik or Sid Greenleaf, either one. Go ahead. Do I get the job?
Look at Lou's face.
You may get the job done, but it's how you get the job done. When I walk out to the arena, Captain, you're the only one giggling. Because other people, they have their mouths wide open. But it ain't in laughter, it's in awe. Because I can do things that ain't even been dreamed of before. And I can do them real well. Well, let me tell you this, Captain Jack. No one has ever questioned your ability in the ring. But I
Blazing up, hell
yeah. I do question that gaze look in your eyes. I do question the way you rock your head back and forth and you seem to be up in the air and off balance. I do question how you conduct yourself as an individual. It's not kosher. It's not by the book. And I think there's something ironically wrong. And that is with you.
Something ironically wrong? What does that mean?
Captain Lou, to ask those questions. That's your job. But it's not up to me to answer them. Why don't you ask my opponent in a heap of unconsciousness to answer your question? Because that's not what I'm here for. You just said it. Basically, we can't ask them after you're done with it. Basically, they can't even talk.
These Captain Lou segments are really something. Should I do a supercut of all the Captain Lou's corners? Lou just did 2 bumps in the back. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm really out of it today.
Missouri.
I went to bed super late last night. I got down a rabbit hole on YouTube, and I didn't go to bed till like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm a little sleepy, but I'll get through it. And I'm smoking heavy indica at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Bob Orton with the Golden Greek, John Tolos. This is going to be a great match, Mike.
B. Brian Blair and the Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. Blair to make his entrance momentarily.
Damn, 2 hours of promos? Hell yeah. I saw WWE Vault posted like the Piper mixtape too.
Here in the UWF in this one. His opponent approaches the ring accompanied by his manager, Captain Lou Albano.
Hey, look who's coming in with B. Brian Blair, the captain himself. The most successful manager in the history of professional wrestling. Greg, I'm sure you do know that he has had 17
exactly, yeah.
in his career as a manager.
I smoke
That's a record
like
that will never be
90% in
broken.
like
Captain
as
Lou,
heavy
great
indica as I can get.
17 different champions.
Yeah, absolutely. Different champions. I mean, that's...
Oh, here he is.
That's unbelievable. Nobody's even come near...
Former,
approaching a
listen, let's
record
give him
such
some respect. Ladies and gentlemen, the former AWF World Heavyweight Champion, Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. His opponent, Brian Blair.
that. And the fans love him. Captain Lou, quite a character.
Of course, he has that terrific Captain's Corner, always a favorite part of the hour here in the Universal Wrestling Federation, where he chats with the wrestlers.
History of WWF, nice.
Now there he is with B. Brian Blair. Now John Tolos, as we know, great wrestler from yesteryear, him and his brother, the Tolos brothers. But Captain Lou, of course...
Well, I want to make sure that people understand this. I am a VP clipper. I'm not looking for like a replacement VP. But there was a big push yesterday over this girl called like something Figgins or Twiggins or something like that. And anyway, she has hair like vegan and is like a new woman in Ice Poseidon's like orbit or whatever. And IP2 Wiki Info made a video basically saying that like this chick was gonna crush vegan and take like all of her simps and all of her viewers and stuff like that. But I kind of got going down that rabbit hole last night.
He was with tag team matches with Tony Altamore. And they were
No, it was like it's like Twiggins or hold on, I'll tell you.
Was best known as his managerial success because it was awesome. I mean, you know, nobody's accomplished with it, but a lot of people forget that at one time Captain Lou was
okay. Her name is Twiggin Out. TWIGGINOUT. Twiggin Out. You'll know her as soon as you see her because she's got hair just like VP. She's got a cowboy hat on.
Oh, you wrestled him too, did you not?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I did many years ago. But the point I'm making here is that this is no easy pickings for John Tolos if he wants to interfere and trying to help out Bob Orton.
Finally, the match we've all been waiting for.
Will not sit idle in a corner or just stand there. Look, in fact, you know, if Tolos will try.
I heard Stone Cold Steve Austin saw this match and he saw Brian Blair without the B stuff and just making the regular, just plain black work, and he got like that's where he got the idea.
Genial personality fool you. He'll go head to head with you if he has to.
B. Brian still ain't getting over. Oh, look at this guy. Is that young Ben Thorpe?
Too close to John Tolos. That's not a good idea.
No, it isn't. But meanwhile, in the ring, you have B. Brian Blair and Bob Orton. Now, we've seen some tremendous bouts from these two. As we said before, they dislike each other, but every time they go in the ring, you do see a tremendous match.
Yeah, I kind of fucked up though. I checked out the Buddy Rogers book, and then I took it into the library with me. And I set some stuff on a counter so that I could put in some stuff into the automated return. And then when I took the rest of the stuff in, somewhere between my car and getting to the checkout at the library, I lost that fucking book. So I'm going to have to like, if the next time I want to check shit out, I'm probably going to have to pay for that book. Unless they find it there or something. But yeah, I can do that.
This is what they're looking for. They both want to get a clear-cut victory and claim superiority over the other guy. So we will see if that happens.
All dates back to that ferocious headbutt by the Ace back in California a couple of months ago in a UWF program.
Hopefully they found it and they're just like late checking it in, but I don't think so.
Brian Blair's manager.
No, it's still showing as
recuperating. She came back.
overdue.
Still suffering some dizzy spells.
She came back, but I understand still had a problem, so it was advised that maybe she better not, get involved. Nice fireman's carry. That was very nice executed by Brian Blair, and that's why the captain.
Oh wow, there's one copy of it available. Mac and Devin go to high school.
Anymore because she did take quite a severe blow. Yeah, severe concussion. She came back and
made a good recovery, but the doctors just felt, just for a safety viewpoint, to stay away from ringside.
Oh, of course, Dave.
I hope she does not come back because, in all honesty, she's.
Well, and I feel bad too because I know that even if I pay for it, they're not going to use that money to buy another copy of a Buddy Rogers book that's 5 years old at this point, so that really sucks.
So better that she doesn't, that she stays out. Let the captain.
They might. It's a really good book.
He loves it. He loves it.
I can't believe I lost it.
Good move there by Brian Blair to knock Orton down. Tom Fornini, the ref, gets a look. Tolos whistling a personal foul against B. Brian Blair. He wants 2 free throws, I think, from Bob Orton. He won't get them.
I'll tell you what's surprising so far, Greg, and I'm sure you'll agree. So far, it's been a good wrestling match. I haven't seen any real rough drag, kick, punch type of thing as I expect from these two. You might see some of that outside the ring. You might see it between Tolos and Albano, the rough stuff. These guys will have it wouldn't be something of a clear, scientific, beautiful wrestling match while Albano and Tolos batter each other with everything else.
Ooh, oh, that was actually kind of nice.
Everything else. Nice moves. Very
nicely
nice
done. Hip toss to put Orton down. You're right. It's been completely scientific inside the ring.
Yeah. Well, these two guys are both terrific scientific wrestlers, both Brian Blair and Horton.
Hold on a second.
If they wanted to really give a scientific match, they have everything. They have all the tools to do so, and I think that they could really show the fans just what terrific athletes they are. But I'll tell you what, I predicted as good as it's been so far, a lot of beautiful moves. It ain't going
okay, you can kind of see her here. That's twigging out. Yeah. Oh my God.
Orton brings down B. Brian Blair. No, can't put him away yet. Orton really hasn't got it going just yet. Blair's been the more effective of the two.
I'll tell you what, so far it's been an entertaining match because I wasn't expecting this. Like I said, we know their capabilities and so forth, but I really expected when these guys got in the ring that they'd come in unleashing their mightiest of bombs. But so far, maybe it's a contest here that they're both are trying to show the other one who was the clever of the two as far as wrestling.
Yeah, that's the whole storyline right now is that like this new person is gonna push VP out. I personally don't believe so.
Show who is really the more skilled of the two.
Greg and Bruno, because of time, Cactus Jack's match tonight has been rescheduled for another time.
Great, so we got to go without the Cactus Jack match to get another 10 minutes of Brian Blair versus Bob Orton.
We'll be back with the conclusion of this bout in a moment.
Bob Orton sporting a shiner over his right eye.
It really is, because doesn't she have braces in a bunch of the Cam Girl videos?
I didn't
or am I imagining that?
It may have been from the matchup last time out with B. Brian Blair, because I believe he had it about a week or two ago when we saw him. And it appears to be finally fading a little bit.
I'm looking for any second now for this match.
I looked at some of them, but like I couldn't really watch them. It felt weird to see Ruby like that.
Kind of feel that volcano.
Yeah, that's Coach.
Come out of the mountain.
I didn't know that. Somebody told me a few episodes ago. But yeah, I remember him, but like I didn't know it was John Tolos.
And every move Tolos makes, you see the captain start making the same move towards him.
Orton really grunting and putting a lot of pressure into it. Like a little saliva shower for B. Brian.
Saliva shower.
A pretty grueling match. These holds, Bruno, may not appear to have the effect, but when you're constantly on one another, anyone in competitive sports and competition will know that just being on top and all that pressure, tackling, and so on, can take a lot out of you.
Oh, absolutely. This particular move right now, the way he's twisting his neck, believe me, to the people watching, they're wondering as to, how punishing is this. I assure you, it's very punishing. Neck's a delicate area. You know, if you look at the way the neck is with the vertebrae.
What's he got? Is that a, has he got him in a cravat?
And so all these nerves and muscles around there, when you're twisting like he's doing, I assure you that they can...
I mean, I felt like as a historian I needed to, but I was also in a spot where like every time I would find like a new like trad-esque girl in the YouTube shorts and I would like look her up, everything went to like an OnlyFans or something, so I stopped Googling. But yeah, I don't know, seeing Ruby, it's just kind of weird, you know. I'm not saying it's a negative thing, I'm just saying like it's just a weird vibe for me.
And Albano rooting on his man. Twisting the neck, though. You're right. He continues.
Hey, what's up, Backwoods Squatch? Oh, I know, dude. I was so hyped. He even read the part where I said, James, this is important. Dude, fucking the cravat was everywhere in like mid-2000s indie wrestling for some reason. I think it was because of Chris Hero, but man, the cravat was just everywhere.
As you look at John Tolos,
couldn't goon to it? No. I mean, that's not really... Yeah. Watching a cam girl flick the bean, like, it's whatever, but I wouldn't really consider that to be, like, prime goon material. Not because of Ruby, but just in general with that setup. There's not a whole lot there to work with, you know? How you doing, JF?
Well, I'll tell you, I remember, I wrestled him and his brother, Chris Tolos. These two guys were some kind of a team. A lot of the, young fans would probably have heard of them, I'm sure, but of course they'd never seen them wrestle. And as a team, I'll tell you, they were as fine a team as I've ever seen in my entire career.
Yeah, for research purposes.
Absolutely an awesome team in that break. Both always in such tip-top shape. Great shape. Always great condition.
I haven't had a chance to read you. Oh, nice move there. I haven't had a chance to read the autobiography yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I think I remember, like, Hero... What was the... okay, there was Fit Finley, Dave Taylor. I want to say Hero had attended some seminars with Dave Taylor, or maybe... I know Hero went through, like, a big Johnny Saint period, too.
A lot of your feuds and matchups over the years, I would
What's up, Media Hits?
I talk about different opponents, but it's not just about the wrestling end of it. I talk about a lot of my struggles, in trying to get there to the top.
The whole, like, the cam girl thing is almost, it's so fraudulent. Like, it's like kind of going to the strip club and it's fun, and everything like that. But, like, at the end of the day, it's like going to a haunted house, and when you leave, you're still like, oh my God, I can't believe those people were being murdered in there. Like, it's all fake. It's just for like a little tour. Like, that doesn't really do much for me.
The unfair tactics used by promotion when they would blackball.
Favorite wrestlers from the 80s era? Mike Sharp, Bad News Brown.
I really tell my whole story from the old country.
Hogan, of course. Terry Funk.
Yes, he looked like he was trying to get a shoe off.
Darn right, because we've seen him do that before and take that heel of his off the shoe and really clobber an opponent. But the captain, gotta give the captain, he just came in.
What it did, though, Bruno, he never did take the shoe out, but it was very effective because Blair was going into that scorpion, that combination of the Boston Crab
Chico Santana.
And he never got it applied. He really had him in good position. So Tolos, well, got to give him credit there. Hey, the referee, Fornini, just thrown into the corner.
Blackballed him. They better get Albino under control. Get him out of there. That was a 2 count at best. Why do babyface commentators do that? Why do they say like, oh, that would have been a pinfall? No, it wouldn't have. Kicking out of a pin in kayfabe takes a lot of energy. It's why you see people go for cover after cover, and then Monsoon will be like, oh, he's trying to tire him out. Yeah, so if you don't have to kick out, if no one's counting your shoulders and you're not in pain, why would you waste the energy? Because it's meaningless. You're just letting your opponent wear themselves down if you just don't kick out of it, because who cares if you kick out or not? There's no count.
Well, that's dangerous too now. Did he chase Tolos out of there too? I think he did. He chased Tolos.
Exotic Adrian Street, yeah.
Blair and Orton and no one else.
He wasn't in the. I haven't seen a lot of him, but I've seen some, and then of course we saw that recent little run he did in Memphis in recent in '89.
Watch out.
Wake up the referee.
Recent to me.
Well, the referee, I think, is starting. Is he coming around?
He's showing, yeah.
Big John Studd. Who else did I like?
Time for the smelling salts. Orton ever dangerous.
I mean, like when I was a kid, that's who I liked. As an adult, who do I like going back? The Miracle Violence connection, Williams and Gordy, the Freebirds. I pretty much like everybody in Memphis, to be honest. I'm very Memphis pilled.
Oh, he comes down, but he takes the shot to the midsection. And Blair hammers
Who had the
away
better
with
flying
Blair's
burrito?
right hand. Another one.
I mean, Tito was probably more. I think he probably did the move better, but I mean, I would rather take it from him than Manny Fernandez, so probably Manny has the better one.
And right now the cameras are outside.
What's
the ring.
up, Cody
Of course, the
Turbo?
emphasis is on the two combatants, but I'm looking inside the ring. That referee is still. Oh, what's this? A foul driver? He's gonna.
Ooh, yeah, you're done, buddy. He just grounded the B.
Orton's back in the ring. Let's see if you can see the referee here a second. There he is. The referee still.
What do you guys think about a heel,
Shape to see what's going on to start the count or anything.
like,
We'll see now.
intentionally going for a count-out win? Like, I didn't like it when I was younger, but I think I kind of feel it now, especially with a good heel like Orton.
Thinking about it, it looks like, is that Wild Thing Ray again? Wild Thing Ray has made his way to ringside. He seems to be the good Samaritan here in the UWF. If you're in trouble, you just call Wild Thing.
Yeah, Wild Thing has come in, but it does look as if the referee stopped the count, didn't he?
I went to a theater once, like an actual movie theater, to see this movie about the $1 Million Man. I didn't know anything about it. I was just like, holy shit, there's a $1 Million Man movie at the theater. This was just like, I don't know, maybe less than 10 years ago. And so when I got there, it was actually like a Christian documentary about how his marriage had fallen apart and whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe it. I thought it was going to be like a wrestling documentary.
Understand what the referee's doing.
I know referees coming outside the ring. That is very unusual. Talking to the beautiful model there, which is not a bad idea, but let's concentrate on the match, ref. Orton saying he finished him off outside the ring. Give me that count.
I'm a little confused, Craig. I don't understand what's going on there. Now, what is the referee? What is he?
Memphis barbecue flavored chips. I would try them.
The referee may not be working with all his marbles.
No, it was like, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's seriously, it's a documentary about his marriage. It was I still think it was the weirdest thing to show in a movie theater. Like, I don't even know how to describe it.
You know, when he
Very religious.
To the viewers, they're seeing a carpet on the floor, but you know, that's solid concrete underneath that carpet. So I mean, it's getting fouled.
And then about his marriage.
Now he gave them the victory.
This was before his family got in all the trouble for embezzling welfare funds. I was gonna say, Jeremy.
And we will try to get an explanation. The big return grudge match. The winner by disqualification,
Oh, come on.
Disqualification.
Bullshit.
To what? The referee hasn't given, or maybe yes, right now. But
foreign object. Did I see him?
Oh,
how you doing, Jeremy?
There was a foreign object he used. Okay.
Very possible that that was it.
Oh shit! Did you see that lumberjack match in this one between Orndorff and Dr. Death? My coordination is so bad right now. I'm having trouble grabbing the thing. Here we go. Well, now
the toughest brawls in professional wrestling. Catch the greatest excitement on television.
Drugs and various crimes wrecked his family. Well, why don't more people use drugs to enhance their lives? Is what I'd like to know.
UWF is the hottest series on television with the top names in professional wrestling and the rampaging.
stop. There's a lot of
Nothing matches UWF's bad boys. Inspiring Paul missed his opponent won't play with his
What is this, a
good old
fucking
time.
10-minute?
Terrorizes the ring with his
Oh,
reputation.
what a
as
terrible
no
power
other
bomb.
back with the check.
UWF to its bone tango to be that Herb Abrams. With him is John Tolos.
Oh man, remember this guy, the KKK looking dude?
He now returns to the ring as a professional. And UWF chapter. Meet Chief Jay Strongbow, creator of the Tomahawk.
When does the
Shot.
actual
Colonel
show
Defeaters, the
start
South
here?
African bully.
Thinking about right now, Paulie, in the locker room. I guarantee you're thinking about a lot of things. You're thinking about your career. You're thinking about your family. A lumberjack match. Anything's gonna happen. You're gonna have 10, 15, 20 men around the ring. My kind of match. Nobody slips out of a fire.
We're gonna have 20 men standing around. That's his kind of match.
That's right, Polly. It's that time. The lumberjack match. It's time to end your career.
Time to end your career. Come on, Dr. Death. Oh, a really good roster, yeah. That must have been like an ad for selling commercials or something. JD Vance. Dr. Death, he wishes, dude. That's what his, like, fantasy version of himself is. Let's be real. Wrestling hasn't been the same, movies haven't been the same, and music haven't been the same since we stigmatized cocaine use. In the 80s, people loved it. It was very popular. Great art.
Hello once again, everyone. We are very excited here to be bringing you action from the Penta Hotel in mid-Manhattan, and we've
Heard
got
me
a
at a
great
party,
card
hell
for
yeah.
you. If you're just flipping around the dial, keep it right there. As the rest of you know, you're in for a big hour of excitement. Nice to have you with us. I'm Craig DeGeorge, along with...
That one guy on the dark side of the ring was like, you know, I sat in the room for hours watching him with these two prostitutes. And I'm like, well, why didn't you get up and leave, dude? Like, if you don't want to see that, why would you sit there all that time?
A living legend, Bruno Sammartino.
Oh, I forgot. He was like, well, I didn't want to leave because it was my hotel room.
We talk about several matches in the open, but right now, Bruno, we're going to only talk about one. It's going to be something else, the lumberjack match between Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, and Dr. Death, Steve Williams. Been an ongoing story here in the UWF, and this time there will be no out, Bruno.
My son
You know,
David
Greg,
will
these
be
two, as you
refereeing
said,
this
they've met
match,
each other a
Craig.
number of times
He is an
before. They've had some
underrated
bloody
talent.
matches. They've had some
I'll never
matches
get a
that really
fucking
got out of
Bruno
control.
voice.
Well, tonight is going to be a lumberjack match, but there's going to be, of course, a number of individuals who are
Coke
out there.
prices will
So
rise.
it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen here. But I'll tell you what, you talk about two individuals who truly hate.
I know that I guess there are elections coming up in Colombia that could be favorable toward like this kind of a situation, but like I think invading like Colombia or going to war with Colombia is just, that would be a really wild thing. But I keep hearing it. But then again, I mean, I think they just throw all this stuff out there. Who knows? They're gonna invade Greenland and Mexico and, you know, all these other Greenland, wherever else, all these places.
Each other. These are the two.
Threaten
folks,
Colombia.
for a really
Colombia
vicious,
would be a
vicious
nightmare,
battle
I
over there.
think,
That would be a
logistically,
big
unless you just
surprise
blew it
if You're
up.
going to see action even outside the ring where all these individuals are going to play a little favoritism here.
And I hear that there will be 10 wrestlers around the ring, so you cannot escape here, can you?
No escape. That's correct. We'll
All
see
right.
if they play it fair, though.
I doubt it, knowing the customers we're talking about, particularly Dr. Death, Steve Williams. We've got a lot of other matches to talk about. Right now, let's get to our opening match and our ring announcer, Frankie E.
Thank you very much, Craig and Bruno. We have a very exciting lineup of action coming your way tonight, so let's get right to the card at hand.
Thorpe
It's another
blackmail
powerful
victim
UWF
defense in
lineup
court.
tonight on the Fury Hour, beginning with The Rock from Hawaii, Don Morocco.
Yeah, we're cooked. Well, I am.
Lumberjack match, 10 men gather around the squared circle to witness the brawl between Steve Dr. Death Williams.
Edward, that one guy that's on the Monty show.
And his hated and vengeful arch enemy, Mr. Wonderful.
Is he really from
Paul
Colombia?
Orndorff.
Yeah, I mean,
Charismatic B. Brian Blair does his...
I mean, I think once you, because I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I know Stephen Miller put out a statement saying that, like, we were basically just saying that, like, whatever agreements and treaties and whatever are meaningless because now it's just going to be survival of the fittest or whatever, which is funny to say, hiding behind a military built over the course of decades and just aiming something like that and pretending like it's your strength. But in any case, he said that, like, basically that countries are gonna just start taking whatever. And I mean, I can't imagine that's gonna have a positive outcome for the vast majority of people. But I mean, we'll see. Maybe it's all part of like some global thing where like Russia wants Ukraine, US wants these, strategic spots. And then China has some places I'm sure it would like to have. But the idea that we would take Greenland for defense is ridiculous. We have such incredible agreements with them as far as, I mean, I think we could build whatever we wanted there for defense without needing to annex it. From what I understand, not an expert.
It'll be another appearance by the cunning and vicious tag team newcomers, the Power Twins, and their manager, Rick Golden. Another fan's question gets answered tonight on Ask the Wrestler.
Let's just hope the system holds long enough for us to finish UWF. Oh shit, here we go. World peace. Where's Jumpin' Jim? He's not here. Where is Jim Brunzell at this time?
Don Morocco.
I've seen that, and I want to see just how bad though Captain Bad is, Greg.
We'll find out. He will certainly have his work cut out for him to be bad against The Rock.
Oh, me too. I love Morocco. Heel Morocco. I don't like babyface.
What did he do
Morocco
to deserve such a title? We'll have to see.
I don't know.
Perhaps after the bell rings and we'll see him in action, maybe we'll better understand what this Captain Bad is all about.
All right, take a look at that mask. You might say it's pretty bad.
I mean,
Don Morocco and Captain Bad, great to have you with us again here in the UWF.
What if
with Bruno Sammartino,
if Kennedy gets his way and they round up all the autistic people? I mean, imagine the drop off in quality and content.
I wanted to let you know that I enjoyed very, very much.
Could be grim times ahead.
Thank you, Bruno. Pleasure. Morocco is saying something about Captain Bad's gloves, and the referee may ask him to take it. No,
you like him as the construction with the hard hat on?
Big guy, threw a beautiful arm drag on Captain Bad with good speed, and really did it nice. And as far as that glove, there's a reason why he's complaining about it. Evidently, he must be feeling something. Who knows from it?
Good hip toss by Morocco.
What glove?
Probably a smooth glove. There may be some creases in it, and that could, I guess, get.
Does he have like a finger?
Well,
I can't see a glove.
Probably maybe rough or whatever. Sometimes you can wear it and put certain solution to it that hardens almost like leather, but rough leather. And you scrape that across the face and what have you, and it may not feel too good.
Obviously, you could hide something into it also.
But anyway, so far the match has been going on for about a minute and a half, and Captain Bad so far is doing badly, although he's just come back.
You are rough this week, yes. Don Morocco, he's been a crafty veteran in wrestling.
We could be on slim times.
Asked him who he watched when
if
he
all
grew
the autistics and mentally ill people are put in the camps. We'll be short on content.
Was around when I was around.
I know. I said he didn't say you, but he did say one of the guys who was his idol was handsome Johnny.
Is that right? Johnny Barr, I wrestled.
He still streams Cody Turbo.
And King Curtis.
Yeah, I wrestled him many a time too. There was a guy 400.
Remember King Curtis, Iakea? He looks a lot like Tony Yeoman.
Pounder, very agile, very good wrestler. I wrestled him in Madison Square Garden, Craig. I don't know if you ever saw that match.
I didn't catch that
one. And if you didn't, why didn't you is what I want to know. But he was very good. Here comes a big slam.
He slammed him down.
Yes, sir.
Rocco's had a fruitful wrestling career. Still lives in Hawaii. But he loves coming to the Big Apple to wrestle.
When I first met Morocco, I think it was in Atlanta, Georgia. He was a young wrestler, a new wrestler. He must have weighed about 215 pounds. He was just growing, you know. Now look at him, about 280 pounds.
Hey, you wonder if Captain Bad is Linda Blair behind that.
Here's a picture of Ayakea. You can't see it real well, but he has the exact same like fashion sense as Tony Yeoman with like the open tropical shirt.
Well, the mask right now, as you can see, it's really twisted off to the one side, and I don't think he's got much of a vision. And therefore, Captain Bad is really looking bad right now. He can't see what he's doing, and he's just receiving end.
Where is Hormaxer now?
He can get that mask straightened out,
Chris the YouTuber.
For the rest of the night.
I saw complete, because I'm not super up on what's going on with Grace all the time anymore. Like, I just had a video come up of Chris the YouTuber in the algorithm, and it said his girlfriend, Grace Thorpe, and I looked at it, and I messaged her, and I was like, is this legit? Like, is this for real?
He's going to be pile drive by Morocco into the canvas, and that is it. A shaking Captain Bad. Here's the bell. As Don Morocco victorious here in the Fury.
Oh, shit. Race versus Funk. I double checked to make sure I am banned in E2's chat. So that kind of sucks.
Let's go to him for a chat with
I'm here with The Rock, Don Morocco. Don, what's on your mind tonight?
Oh, he's on Rumble? Fuck, that sucks.
And that's Lumberjack.
Do you think if he wouldn't have monetized, he would have had a chance this last time? I mean, like, I understand what I'm saying, like, he should work for free or whatever, but you could always send him, like, you know, people that wanted to could send, like, Cash App or something. I wonder if, like, monetizing that, I know it does create more problems if you monetize a video and it's got a lot or a majority kind of maybe TOS dicey material.
Because we got Lumberjacks tonight, and for one reason and one reason only. Dr. Death and Mr. Wonderful gonna finally get it settled right here.
So is it 100% for sure that she's not gonna go visit him?
Not in this ring for the UWF.
Because I know at one time there was a legitimate chance that it was gonna happen. They were going to be in the area for something else, I think.
Making sure that nobody runs away
he had a podcast with James here.
Go straying around.
It was really good.
And that monster 10-man lumberjack match is next. Look out!
10 wrestlers will be surrounding the ring. And they are the Power Twins.
Oh, the Lumberjacks. Chris Michaels, hell yeah, dude. Whoa. Random trad sighting. How cinematic, too. They got the music playing. I've had a pretty reputable source that there was legitimately a chance they were going to be in the area for something else that coincided, but I don't know what that event was. I don't know that they went to that, whatever they were planning on going to, but it was my understanding that there was a pretty solid potential chance of there being a meetup. Yes, James here. Dutch. Dutch, could you tell us about the time you slapped Wendell Cooley? Listen up, Tony Khan.
And Cowboy Bob Orton. The Lumberjack match. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, Dr. Death, Steve Williams still awaiting their entrances. But as you can see, Bruno, the Lumberjacks are getting ready.
Oh, really, Randy?
Lumberjack match.
Who's motivated to go after Hormaxer? I don't understand.
Weighs 200.
They just don't like him or his vibe or.
From Brandon, Florida, he is Mr. Wonderful.
Well, I keep forgetting that, like, to me, Hormaxer is like part of the, part of the Boyd, but that I'm sure he has people that treat him the way that some of the other people we watch get treated by people.
Orndorff.
But look who's in the ring. Williams. They just announced Orndorff, but Williams comes in first.
My apologies. My apologies.
I've seen them in the algorithm, but I haven't checked them out. Yeah, she was pretty foxy.
Well, you knew this was coming. You knew that as soon as the second guy came
I'm actually kind of hyped for this one. How much time do we have? Oh, wow, 30 minutes.
The last time these two guys went in the ring, they could barely walk out of it. They were both bloodied and both nearly crippled their way back to the dressing room. They were... Both suffered injuries in the match, and you may recall last week, Williams had a bruise over his right eye that was opened up, and we didn't think he was hit very hard, so we'll see if that is still healing.
Well, I would be very surprised if that wound does not open up again, because keep in mind, that was just last week. You know, a week doesn't close a gash, okay? And the fact that he's going to be taking these blows as he's taken so far with a guy like Orndorff, I bet most anything that wound will
I
be
bet
open.
James's books are terrible. I can say that now.
He just took a shot on the turnbuckle.
That question that I got in, that was they only do that once a year that you get to request it on YouTube, and I'm far too lazy to do it any other way than just to click on the thing, but I'm so glad that my question got asked.
That is the type of blow that could easily cut open an eye.
Perfect timing, too, because we just watched the shit he was talking about.
Outside the ring, by the way, Power Twins, Don Morocco, Chris Michaels, Cactus Jack, Steve Ray, Sonny Beach, the East, Cowboy Bob Orton, Carmine Albano.
Media hits. Ben and Grace will meet up with literally anyone. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say that. They brought on Kev Dog and War Chief. I think at that point, there's no bar to entry. I'm pretty sure they would meet up and collab with pretty much anybody that was willing to.
But you know,
Like I know that Grace had, I don't know if she talked about it on her stream or not, but she reached out to DSP after he talked about her. So I think she talked to him about meeting up like in person, which I'm sure like terrified Phil if he saw that message. Can you imagine Phil getting a message from like a 23-year-old woman wanting to come meet him in person?
Craig, the objective here is that one of these guys get thrown out of the ring. People cannot be partial out there. They got to throw him back in the ring, regardless who it is.
Oh wow, he cammed up.
Will take place.
See, Orndorff came out to the side of Cactus Jack. Everything. No.
Now look
wait a
at
minute.
this.
They're
Look
doing.
at this.
They're giving him the business over there.
They're giving him the best. They're rough with him, and okay, throw him back in.
They're looking for it. He's saying, yeah, he got a couple of shots here.
Dutch, could you tell us about working for Victor Quinones?
Get him back in the ring, and that's it.
No, Hannibal is a god. Hannibal is the best wrestling commentator, period.
They'll take care of him, you know, maybe.
He's honestly, he reminds me a lot of Trump. Like anytime someone says anything about him publicly, he responds like he just pours just everything he's got on the person. Like posting terrible pictures of Ric Flair and bringing up every incident that he ever did. I like Hannibal just because he's always in drama.
Encourage him or not rush him to get back in the ring. And that shouldn't happen, you know?
Yeah, Ben and Grace are very open-minded.
Before the match set up. Does that happen? Or Dr. Death talking to let's say Bob Orton, for example?
Hey, listen.
Hannibal is just ridiculous. I mean, just pure ridiculousness.
Dr. Death, so let's see, the Power Twins are on him.
I think it's kind of funny, Rick, how you're a 13-time world champion, but I've got 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you've only got 200,000.
Morocco trying to get over there. Who else is there? Randy to get him back in. And
well, Morocco rushed over to get him in because the Power Twins were taking a good old time. You know, they weren't in such a hurry to throw Williams back in.
This match is really made for both of these guys. I say that because of their terrific
He really does. He's so sick of EFD $306. I got another one too. I got a good one.
At least to get your get your breath at least before you get back in. This kind of match, oh, you see the excruciating hold there. You never had a chance to get your breath. You're thrown right back into the action.
Right. It's just about anything and everything goes. I mean, you have a referee in there, but he's not gonna break any holds or anything, things like that.
An underrated Ben Thorpe way that he contributes to the shows is, I think isn't he the one who puts the chats up on screen now and then? Like when Grace is hosting, he'll pop the comments up there. That's a really important storytelling element that not a lot of streamers take advantage of. VP does to an extent, but I don't think anybody does it better than Ben and Grace, of using those chat pop-ups to where, like, even if you weren't watching chat, or if you for some reason you couldn't see chat, like you get a really good idea for what's going on in chat the way that the Thorpes pop them up. And they'll put them up positive or negative.
You will not see really wrestling holds being applied.
Monty and the Pharaoh. I can't look. I had to stop. I had to unsubscribe from them. Their thumbnails were pissing me off so much, and they're just not. It was so infuriating seeing how awful, just miserable they were. Like, I couldn't do it. And it was when I was really mad about AI too, when I was drunk that night.
Over the top rope, all sorts of violent moves like that.
If you had to pick a side to go out.
Yeah, Ben's great at popping the chats.
The camera location to the right side of Morocco is where he would want, or rather Orton is where he would want to go out.
Yeah, Rudy does.
Williams would want to go out to that left corner, because
well, she learned from the best. Grace is definitely Ruby's streaming mommy, her IRL mommy.
Wild Thing Ray in Morocco.
I've seen some lumberjack. I've been involved.
I think you have to be streaming through StreamYard, right, to do that, or some Prism or something. I'm just raw dogging it on OBS.
He himself will go out toward where these people are, because he knows that they're going to protect him a little bit.
Look at Orton having a good time. Good for him.
They'll block him out just to give him a little rest to recoup. So you see a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, also, did you guys know that Orton and the Miz right now are the same age as Hogan and Savage during the NWO
run? I'm not saying that we've seen any of it here so far. We really haven't. But as they say, the match is still young. So
they posted that picture of Jake Roberts, and I mean, oh my God. Like, it's one thing if you want to use AI, but like, run through 30 prompts for your thumbnail. It's going to last forever. It's what's going to bring people in. Don't have some weird, it looks like a Jake Roberts is made out of Play-Doh and they smashed him down, or it's a picture of Bob Backlund that looks absolutely nothing like him.
All right, a good look at some of the lumberjacks looking on here as Williams applying the pressure to the ankle of Mr. Wonderful. And now, good effective boot to the thigh.
Oh, with your back pain, it's me. I'm sorry, buddy. You want me to perform some kind of an ancient Nordic ritual, perhaps, to help you out? I could invoke the deer god, and we could drink blood from this Viking horn. We can offer up our prayers to the deer god. Please heal its me's back.
That was some impressive move by Orndorff. Lying in that prone position to fire up a kick and knock out.
Unfortunately, that's really all I can offer you is a Nordic blessing.
Looks like nothing is opened up yet. Williams taken down. Good leg stretch.
Also, these are props from my other channel where I play. My gimmick is more of like a... I play like one of those, like modern, those guys who think they're like a modern Viking.
Orndorff is a good tactician, isn't he?
Yeah, what's he going for? A figure four leg lock here?
Tried to, but he ended up taking a boot.
That's the other thing, is Hannibal's such an easy target, so something's always going on. He did all those awful worked shoots, remember, with like Lanny Poffo where he slapped him, or Billy Jack Haynes where they confronted each other at the merch table.
Time to get out of the middle of the fricas. Williams coming.
I like that. I love Dr. Death, for sure, though. especially in Japan with Terry Gordy.
When Williams delivers that tackle, I mean, he really...
The Goon Hannibal shoot. The Goon?
He knows how to use his... What's he going to go for here? Backbreaker.
Bill Irwin? Give up. Give up. If Jimmy Hart was there, he would say, come on, ref, ask him, ask him, ask him. Come on, ref. Ooh. Man, we're finally getting like a pretty solid match here.
By Orndorff. Lumberjacks, 10 of them around the ring.
Man, look how big that gentleman... Oh, that's Morocco in that Day-Glow attire.
Orndorff into the corner. Here comes Dr. Death.
Oh, you guys are talking about Wild Thing, right? The guy that kind of looks like Owen Hart in High Energy.
Hit that top buckle there. I don't think he hit with his head because if he had, I think it'd be on that mat yet.
He is reaching toward his eyebrow, and let's see. Yes, it's cut open.
Boom.
So far, you'd have to say that the match is really going back and forth. You know, it seems like Orndorff's got the advantage. Looks like he's really got things under control, and then boom, here comes Williams.
I would love... We are going to one day gonna have to go over to Twitch and watch those Billy Jack Haynes shoots. I think if we tape them over there, we do the live over there, and we can put the VODs up over here, and they'll be okay. The monetization will be forced because it's copyrighted. But I think we could live stream it on Twitch and then VOD it here, so anybody that wanted to see it either way would be able to. But I feel like we have to have those in the archives. Bombshell tonight. See, now I'm getting woke up talking about Billy Jack Haynes. Woo!
He comes down with the elbow drop.
Vincent Killer McMahon. Take a look at this, Vince Lex Luger. Remember him? He's still alive. You didn't kill him, but let's talk about the next guy, Vince. What about Rick Rude?
Oh my, the referee gets knocked out.
Yeah, referee got knocked down there.
Yeah, the Owen guy is Wild Thing. He's in a tag team called Wet and Wild.
Now you see what we're saying here. Look what Orton is doing. He's blocking Orndorff from going out, and Williams is just pounding and pounding away. Referee's unconscious there. And what happens here?
What happens is...
Now wait, who's he calling in here? Oh, here's the briefcase with the whippets in it.
What's a suitcase? Look at this.
Oh, he brought in a suitcase.
Suitcase in there. He's going to try and pile drive on the suitcase. He's clotheslined by Morocco.
The Von Erich movie should have been in the hands of somebody who knew fucking anything about wrestling. I will never forgive those motherfuckers. And I went easy on them because in my review, but whoever cast that fucking Ric Flair, they should face treason charges. That's one of the worst casting choices of all time. Although Harley Race at first, I didn't care for it, but when I watched the movie again, I really liked it. But that fucking Ric Flair makes me nuts. None of the people, the story you can tell it was everything Kevin controlling the whole narrative. Nobody give a shit about Kevin. Fuck off. Don't get me started. Now I'm really getting mad. Now I'm really getting upset.
Morocco, Atomic drops him. And Orndorff's got the suitcase.
Didn't MJF play him in the movie?
We got a bell.
Now wait a minute, the referee just rang the bell.
I really wanted to like it, so I was really soft on it in retrospect.
Orndorff with that suitcase.
I feel the same way with that movie Baby Boy. I've held my review, like, when I watched it again, I did a review of it, and I thought, if that was a good review. But then when I went back and rewatched it, like, there are a lot of, like, really melodramatic moments in that movie. And I don't think it affects it in a negative way, but I feel like it's kind of needs to be at least, like, mentioned in a review. But I don't know. I keep going back and forth on it. It's why I haven't posted it yet.
Actually hit him with it,
but it has to be one of those two things.
It would be a very positive review either way. I'm just debating on how important it is to include. And it's almost always between the main guy and who's that chick that's in that? I can't remember what her name is. But she's a really good actress. It's normally like those two that have the really like big like emotional tonal shifts from the rest of the movie, which I don't think, again, isn't bad. It's just, you know,
Qualified for hitting the referee, the winner.
part of the, I think it improves the movie, but
For hitting the referee, okay.
because people will say like, oh well, because it's so melodramatic and over the top, and the rest of the movie is kind of really even-handed and serious. But like, they play very impulsive, very emotionally unstable people. So wouldn't those people do things and behave in a way that is emotionally unstable? Like, it's kind of how I see it. So yeah, it is a little bit kind of over the top for an otherwise serious movie, but these are very fucked up characters. So it's expected that they would act fucked up, in my opinion. Am I overthinking this for a 3-minute movie review?
Let's go down to him.
Yes, Taraji P. Henson, yeah. Remember that movie where she took on like the organized crime?
Something has occurred to prevent you from defeating Steve Williams. What do you want to do about it?
Well, you told you to see that
Well,
people
yeah,
out
but
there
Cardona
going
won the title, but then they pulled him, right? Because he signed with WWE now.
upset. I don't like to win a match like that. That's like
Is that a
kicking the
direct
ball.
fuck you to
There's
Russo?
only one way to settle this, Herb. And I want to ask you and the officials of the UWF to take this challenge to not just dance Steve Williams.
He's been around since the
I want a
Spirit
cage
Squad, right?
match. That's the only way.
Yeah, too sad, they said, Backwood Squatch. Can you imagine? Too sad. We don't want to tell your family story accurately because it's too depressing. You're already farming off of these fucking people, dude. Just tell the real story. Karrion Kross. What a weird name, don't you think? What does that mean? Is it a Jesus reference? Doesn't Carrion mean like... That means like death, right? Death Eater, Death Seeker, or something like that?
And we're going to settle this thing once and for all.
Yes, Proud Mary was badass, dude. I showed that as part of a Black History Month art pop-up. And I also showed, she was in it that same year, almost around the same time, she was in a Tyler Perry movie where her husband was cheating on her or something like that. I'm not a big Tyler Perry fan, but holy shit, that movie was crazy good. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was like really intense, and it was like that equal, like really serious and dark, but also like it had some really unhinged characters in it. Karrion Kross.
He deliberately hit the referee. He not only tried to do that.
What's
but
up,
he tried to
Snowforce?
permanently put me out of wrestling.
I like that we got somebody named Snowforce that starts chatting when Herb Abrams is on screen. That's awesome.
With a suitcase. You saw what he tried to do, and enough is enough.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
Mr. Wonderful, you never would know he won it.
All Orndorff demanding a steel cage match from Steve Dr. Doug Williams.
Oh shit, is that next week?
Let's see if he'll accept that challenge.
Steve Dr. Doug Williams has accepted.
Oh, here we go, boys.
For a steel cage match, and you can see it live in person on March 10th. Here's a look at this great afternoon of wrestling in New York City. It's another lucky viewer's chance to hear their question on Ask the Wrestlers. And this one, sent in by Scott Denny of Runnymede, New Jersey, is tonight's pick.
Who? What up?
Ask the Golden Greek John Tolos. What match was his hardest?
Fuck you,
and which
Scott
one took its
Denny.
toll on him the most during his years as a wrestler?
You know, when you're a great wrestler like I was, Mr. Scott, I'm going to tell you something. All the matches were great, and all the matches were vicious. Even when I was tag teaming with my brother Chris in the 50s and 60s, and even more so when I was doing my singles in the early 60s and 70s. But I'll tell you, my hardest match that took the toll on me, and the greatest match and the greatest feud of all, was Freddie Blassie. When Blassie...
Let me ask you guys something. What would you think about IRL? And I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not. This is purely hypothetical. How high on the, like, must-watch scale would it be for IRL content of me and the Methadone Clinic at the gathering of the Juggalos?
and I were wrestling in California, especially around the Los Angeles area. That was a feud to end all feuds.
The Golden Greek,
and that
John
took a great
Tolos.
toll on my body and his body. In fact, our greatest match was at the Coliseum, where 40,000
At the Coliseum.
people witnessed the Golden Greek against Blassie. They were all hard, believe me, Scott. They were all hard.
They were all hard.
This was the hardest. Blassie and Tolos in 1971 in Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Coliseum.
Oh, look at that. Oh, man. I wish we could watch some. Let's find some kickboxing we can watch sometime.
Brian Blair.
B. Brian Blair to do battle against the
Where's
Beast
Honey?
Head.
That's Bethadone's big dream content. Well, Cody's.
There is the Beast.
If this were Skyrim, I would have the BPD Wrangler perk.
The Beast. Now maybe if they allowed
B.
him
Brian
to wrestle
Mullet.
with those horns, maybe he would have an advantage here, wouldn't he?
Well, I don't care. It's more about is it going to be positive for you guys?
And I felt, of course, we're talking about Paul Orndorff, of course, who, Paul Orndorff.
Kinetic
Paul Orndorff.
Kel showed
I
up.
thought that night he tamed that beast quite well. Now we will see if Brian Blair is
Honey left after he got that after he cheated in that last match to win by DQ over Bob Orton.
Orndorff handled him rather, I don't want to say really easily, there's no such thing as that easy.
Yeah, he was a Hogan guy.
Kind of handled him fairly well.
Hogan butt
I
licker.
didn't think that he put up as good a
Shout
fight
out,
as I
Love
would have
Left Me
expected.
Forever.
Somebody who comes in with unknown, he doesn't want to be seen who he is, the beast, all
Ghost
this kind of
walk
stuff.
by
Let him come in with
today.
bigger ammunition.
What a fucking great song.
Maybe he'll do better with Brian B. Let's see.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he knows he's just
I
not
miss
very
Honey.
good.
She was pretty
That's
good
why he has
looking.
the mascot.
Yeah.
You want to be down the street and say, hey, there's that guy.
Never thought of that. You
Yeah.
may have something there. Okay.
I don't think that's the case, though. And I'm sure B. Brian Blair will not take his opponent lightly.
No, you never do that.
The
Never take
Juggalo
anyone too lightly.
IRL would end with Bethadone being removed by ice.
Ooh, he took an elbow right to the face. And he gets
Not a fan of Mike Graham. Who is? never drew a dime. Remember that shoot where that's all he said about everybody? Never drew a dime.
Nice. I like those quick moves. I like it.
You're not a bad play-by-play.
I thought
That is such a delusional shoot interview. I love that
I'm
one.
excited because, in my younger days,
Yes.
I used to, because, especially in the 60s when I was 275 pounds, I used to like to show my quickness, and arm drags was one of the ways. I used to love to arm drag a guy and be up on my feet before he did and catch him another arm drag. I was impressed with that. I loved it myself when I did it. Because I thought that shows real speed, a quick arm drag.
There's just something. I will watch Mike Graham just because I love that shoot interview so much. It makes me want to watch his matches, but I can't do Greg Gagne or whatever. Greg Gagne. I'm so high. Sorry.
You can be up on your feet before your opponent is.
It's just so boring. It's like watching the Greg Brady wrestle.
Brian Blair
Although right now I think he's at his most over he ever was over this Power Town disaster.
very well, and I like that.
And not only looks good at Bruno, but the rapidity of it really makes each blow more effective, I would think. The next one, it just keeps...
We're only
kinda
halfway through the
snowballing on
stream
opponent.
too.
And the crowd certainly enjoys some quick scientific moves. Possible test of strength here between the Beast and B. Brian Blair.
Well, let's see what kind of strength the Beast has.
What is this guy that he's in the ring with? Is that
That was a beastly move on his part.
the guy that had the hood?
I don't know, this guy here.
Oh, I thought he was selling it like he had a really hard ass, or he was no selling it like he had a hard ass or something.
Blair throws him into the corner. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He probably could have gone straight up. He kind of fell and ended up backing right into that steel pipe. Not a good idea.
I was listening to that Bill. What made me? I'm losing it over. Remember it in the Bill Watts shoot when he's talking about Vern and he goes, I never understood his name, G-A-G-N, but it's Gagne. Okay, whatever. He was like, he had to like throw in a sneak diss about the guy's name pronunciation.
I think we ought to change his name from the Beast to the Lamb.
Very friendly lamb at that.
Yeah, because so far, well, now
Barry Horowitz, I mean, I guess you could say that. He was a good wrestler.
But in all honesty,
he would be real over right now. He could have like an eye patch.
I don't know who he is. You know, we only know him as the Beast, but he really has not been that.
They could feud him with Muhammad Hassan.
We'll see if he can keep it up. There's a stupid thing to do. You got your men in trouble, you stay on them. There he is.
Oh, really? You have the same birthday as Greg? I wish those Power Town figures were like, I don't know, why did they make them bigger than the Mattel and AEW figures? I think that's kind of weird.
With a couple of knees in his midsection. And Blair should turn this around now. Into the ropes. Body slams him down.
Mods, ban anyone that's talking about a Graham that isn't Mike, the great Mike Graham.
Figure 4. You see him applying the pressure there, getting the leverage. And yes.
Oh, that's it. The what was this? The Penta Hotel screw job.
I'm making fun, but he really has not impressed me a whole lot.
The winner, B. Brian Blair.
If South to West was here, he would say that looks like a very nice, happy family.
I'm making fun, but he really has not impressed me a whole lot.
The winner, B. Brian Blair.
Oh boy, here we go. Can't wait for this.
Hey out there, wrestling fans, it's Captain Lou Albano, baby, back again this week with
Let me tell you what I got for y'all today, man. I got Bob Orton, baby.
World tag team champions. And perhaps this team coming in could be the greatest tag team of all time. Here they are, Sunny Beach and the Wild Thing. Woo!
You know, we got all the things that you said. We're a little bit crazy and a little bit wet and wild here.
This guy looks like a Pixar character. Sunny Beach.
But we don't have a name. We don't have a name. We got Wild Thing, and we got the man that he loves surfing and stuff.
I like to try to keep the spirit alive of the chatters that aren't with us.
Wet and Wild, that's it.
Wet and Wild. We won't get censored, will we? Wet and Wild, that's the... Oh, man.
Well, I believe right out there, fans, we've created a new team. We have Wet and Wild. We got a combined
Boy, calm down.
157 pounds. The men have the size. They've got the wrestling ability. They've got the agility. They've got the strength. They've got the speed. They've definitely got the charisma, baby. They got it all together. They got the colors on. Two American boys, baby. Could be the greatest tag team of all time. And you can take that to the bank because that's Captain Lou, baby. To the bank.
I'm sold on Wet and Wild now.
I feel so good, so proud, and so proud, so elated. All of this team, Wet and Wild. It's Captain Lou, baby, and I'm telling it to you. Watch them in the future. They'll be
Boy,
on
what a vibe.
TV. Captain Lou's telling you about it. You saw it first right
Woo!
here on Captain Lou Albano's corner, baby. Wet and Wild.
Wet and Wild.
557 pounds.
Hawaii 5-0, watch out.
Hawaii 5-0, watch out. Best Captain Lou's corner ever.
In 30 years, I have never seen more exciting matches. Jason, what do you think of the UWF?
I think it's great. It's great. The wrestlers are one of the best.
Sit down,
than
nerd.
WWF.
UWF.
Yeah, here we go.
Number one. Best in New York City. Number one, baby. All around the world. Number one. Take it from me.
He was selling, he looks like a guy that would sell beepers. I like that.
Approaching the ring at this time is a tag team combination.
Man, what if John Zandig was in
weighing
here?
at 475
Oh, Chris
pounds.
Michaels and Tom Brandy. Nice.
Chris Michaels and Tom
I like Chris Michaels. I think Chris Michaels is a good wrestler. Or he can be, I guess.
Well, Bruno, we have gotten a look at each of these guys.
Wet and Wild, y'all can't censor that, can you?
Woo!
Woo!
Michaels and Brandy, both of them have been pretty impressive.
Well, we saw Chris Michaels.
Chris Michaels as like a patriot? That's interesting.
I was impressed with him. He's not the biggest guy to step into that ring, but he certainly.
He doesn't really
in good
evoke
shape, a guy who has quickness to.
I'm not feeling it, you know. I'm not feeling the patriotism. It's performative to me.
He is the creator of the Golden Rule. Their combined weight, 635.
He's the creator of the Golden Rule, Randy.
The Power Twins.
But you know, Craig, having said that about Michaels and Brandy, But now, when you see who they have to face, the Power Twins, then it's questionable as to Chris Michaels, which we were impressed with. And Brandon,
so Chris Michaels would go on to Smoky Mountain. We've had this conversation, but I always forget. Chris Michaels went on to Smoky Mountain, right? I want to say. I feel like he had some really solid enhancement matches or fun matches. Oh, the air raid sirens are going off.
Will they be against these two powerhouses? So it'll be interesting to see if they know how to use
Johnny. Where was Johnny Gunn? Was that AWF?
I'm not going to tell you that they might necessarily beat these two guys, but certainly they can make good account of themselves. We'll just have to see what kind of strategy they use.
And once again, the Power Twins go up against a tag team that has never wrestled together before. Last week, or was it 2 weeks ago, when we saw the debut of Wet and Wild.
Wet and Wild.
I thought that they made a good account of
Are they going to beat the Real American, Chris Michaels?
A couple times during the match, they showed a little lack of experience as a team. But
not
overall,
so
they did
vegan
a lot
patriot.
Of great things that impressed me. So overall, they did okay. And I think that if those two stick around a little bit together and keep working as a team together, I think that they can be quite successful.
Are you talking about the movie Lionheart?
Ready to get going?
And Chris Michaels is going to start.
He should call him Chris Michael.
Power Twins, because I sure can tell these two guys apart.
I thought you were going to tell for us this week that you finally have figured out which one is Larry and which one is Dave.
No way.
No? Here's Brandy in there. He was mighty impressive. He tells us he was a Chippendales dancer.
Okay, there you go. That's what I'm thinking of. Sir Christopher Michaels is what I was thinking of from ECW, yeah. I feel like, yeah. But I wonder who then sorry, they're really loud. It's, I'm trying to think of who I'm thinking of in Smoky Mountain that had like kind of a knockoff, like rocker persona.
Also a USFL player. Told me he played with the Portland.
How you doing, Eddie?
Nose tackle.
The Portland Breakers, huh?
Portland Breakers.
He was a nose tackle?
That's what he said.
Is that right? Well, I believe him. He just doesn't look all that heavy for a nose tackle.
No, you're right. That's more of a tight end shape.
Wow.
However, the Power Twins could be a nose tackle for Bill Parcells or George Seifert or just about anybody.
On that backdrop, I think he would have done.
Remember the Rings of Saturn? What a great what a great finisher.
Shot him up in the air so far.
Chris Michaels' real name is Billy Pierce. He worked in a paint store. Okay. I really liked it. Wherever I saw him, I'm pretty sure I definitely saw him in ECW. Because I remember the Sir Christopher Michaels thing. Remember that guy ECW had on that was just like, he was some kind of a host of the show? He didn't do commentary, but he would just like do some of the interviews, and he was like a real, can't remember what his name was. He was like some kind of animal name or something, or I can't remember.
Bouncing back up. What about this
What's with the air raid sirens?
Power slam. And nope, not enough. One of the Power Twins was a two-time All-American in college at East Stroudsburg and played with the Eagles.
I've seen him in the algorithm, but I haven't watched him.
A stint with the Philadelphia Stars also, as again they combine to knock down Michaels.
I'm watching a lot of E2.
Oh, look at this. Backbreaker, but I got a feeling there's more to it than that.
Spiked burning hammer.
Oh, my.
That's that power ending. Backbreaker and a big elbow off the top rope.
No, not Joel Gertner.
Yes, sir. That's enough.
It was somebody in the house. Does that help? It was like you're seeing. Was it Maddie in the house? Somebody in the house.
He did not get a.
Yes. Yeah. Maddie in the house. Yeah.
Forget about Brandy. He didn't get a cup of coffee in that matchup.
Yeah, but what are they up to now?
I love early ECW if for no other reason than Terry Funk's there. Even if I didn't like any of the rest of it, I would. The Terry Funk stuff is so good, and Eddie Gilbert.
Why, that arrogant little weasel. Look at that, huh? Because he's
Maddie in the house. Hey, Maddie in the house.
Mr. Tough Guy, huh?
Yeah, Mr. Tough Guy, right.
Mr. Tough Guy.
Well, one of these days we'll find out how tough he is. When somebody
I told Gorilla Monsoon in 1964, I said, don't try any funny business in the ring just because you're friends with the boss. I stuck my thumb up his ass in an abdominal stretch.
And where the hell did you come from?
First of all, you don't have to tell them apart. All you have to know is that collectively, they're the biggest, baddest team in this universe.
Hey, we don't know
Which one are you?
Hey, we don't know methodical.
Who are you?
I'm Larry. All I know is that we're good. I don't know what methodical means, but we're the best tag team this place has ever seen.
Give me that mental midget and listen up. What you just seen is a small example of what we are capable of doing. Shut up over there. You just shut up. Now we want those two.
I love that shit. Yelling at somebody in the
The
crowd.
amusement ride. We want them back. Because we're not finished with them yet.
Now listen here. You've seen it tonight. The Braun, the Braves.
I think every direct fan interaction you see on WWE is pre-planned, to be honest. Because I don't know if you guys have been to a show. It's been a minute since I've been to a show, admittedly. But I'm sure it's even probably stricter now. But like it seemed like they were like instructing them to not interact with individual like crowd members during a match or whatever. Because I said some pretty outlandish things to Batista, and I couldn't get a reaction out of him.
The Power Twins are going to the top.
You know what the golden rule is, Herb, don't you? Tell them, Rick.
I just don't think they would let them interact randomly anymore, you know?
You guys make me sick.
If you missed it, we'll show you a portion of the great Dr. Death, Mr. Wonderful Lumberjack match that took place earlier tonight.
I don't want to see that.
Earlier tonight, a historic 10-man lumberjack match took place. If you missed any part of it, here's some of what happened.
Okay, I thought we were on the episode to see the steel cage match. I forgot that match took place halfway through the show. Why are we being reminded of what happened 10 minutes ago?
This is Mr. Orndorff. There they go. Orndorff and Williams.
I straight up called him a child molester to see if I could get a reaction, and he wouldn't. Like he wouldn't sell anything I said to him.
Dr. Death Williams, the last time these two guys went in the ring, they could barely walk out of it. They were both bloodied and both nearly crippled their way back
It was a
dressing room.
TV taping, I think.
Both suffered injuries in the match, and you may recall last week.
Kane at the end of the show. At the end of the show, I don't remember what else happens, but Triple H goes out through the crowd, and then Kane chases him down, and that goes right past where I'm at.
Very hard, so we'll see if that is still healing.
Well, I would be very surprised if that.
Dark, why is she a secret crush?
Because keep in mind that was just last week. You know, a week doesn't close a gash, okay? And the fact that he's going to be taking these blows as he's taken so far with a guy like Orndorff, I'd bet most anything that wound will reopen.
Yeah, they probably have fans that they know they can interact with, or that aren't going to sue them, or that they have some understanding with. Because I just think there's too much liability anymore to directly interact with fans.
By the way, Power Twins, Don Morocco, Chris Michaels, Cactus Jack, Steve Ray, Sonny Beach, The East, Cowboy Bob Orton, Carmine Albano.
But you know, Craig, the objective here is that one of these guys get thrown out of the ring.
I wish I could remember anything else about that show. There was one really long match, and the rest of them were all kind of short. It was Kurt Angle and maybe Benoit.
They're giving him the business over there.
They're giving him the business. They're rough. Wait a minute. Okay, throw him back in.
A little bit. Look at Orton. He's saying, yeah, he got a couple of shots in.
You know, their job is.
I don't have a secret crush. What are you talking about?
And that's it. And you'll see it.
I do have a parasocial relationship with Grace Thorpe, if that's what you mean.
They're the guy that they get along with.
But that's not a secret.
Take care of him, maybe encourage him or not rush him to get back in the ring. And that shouldn't happen,
Have you heard of any side deals before the match set up? Does that happen? Or Dr. Death talking to let's say Bob Orton, for example?
Hey, listen.
Some money under the table?
Borderline stalkerish. That's good, Dave. That sounds
Twins are on him.
sounds
Morocco trying to get
upbeat.
Who else is there? Brandy, they get him back in. Then
well, Morocco rushed over to get him in because the Power Twins were taking a good old time. They weren't in such a hurry to throw Williams back in.
This match is really made for both of these guys. And I say that because of their terrific shape. Because most matches, if you do go outside,
I can't believe this.
Time up to 10 seconds, at least, to get your.
Beth is dating her ex. That's not surprising.
In this kind of match, you see the excruciating hold there. You never had a chance to get your breath. You're thrown right back into the action.
Right.
I think she's had some, like, I think she's been floating in and out with, well, bad choice of words, or good choice of words, depending on how you look at it. But I think she's kind of been off and on if it's the same ex.
See what I'd call a wrestling match. You will not see really wrestling holds being applied because this is a brawl. This is where two guys are really out to do each other. You're going to see.
I don't really think about it too much unless they're on camera. Like if he's going to become part of the content, then we have to kind of.
Violent moves like that.
If you had to pick
then we have to cover it.
From our broadcast position in the camera location,
this could be just another.
You know.
What would you call it?
And Williams would want to go out to that left corner because you see Cactus Jack and Orton and the Power Twins.
Relationship relapse.
And to the right, it is Brandy, Sunny Beach, Wild Thing Ray, and Morocco.
I've seen some lumberjack. I've been involved in quite a few lumberjack matches myself throughout my career, but I've seen sometimes where
that one guy she used to make content with cracked me up. He was kind of, remember he had glasses and kind of like dark, kind of longish hair.
Toward where these people are because he knows that they're going to protect him a little bit, and if the other guy.
There's that great shot of Bob Orton having a good time though. Why are we seeing the same match over again?
I'm not saying that we've seen any of it here so far. We really haven't. But as they say, the match is still young, so we'll see.
All right, a good look at some of the lumberjacks looking on here as Williams applying the pressure to the ankle of Mr. Wonderful. And now, good effective boot to the thigh.
Listen to the crowd.
They look like two kids trying to get into a game.
Inzaguri from Paul Orndorff. I missed that the first time.
Kick as Orton was down, and they throw Williams right back into it.
You see how quickly they threw him in because he went out where Morocco was and immediately saw the beach and Steve Ray came on. Now,
let's go on a dark journey. That's what King TL told Grace Thorpe.
They'd still be out there.
That was some impressive move by Orndorff, lying in that prone position to fire up a kick and knock out big Steve Williams.
Because of an eventual victory by Paul Orndorff due to disqualification, both wrestlers agreed to a steel cage match.
So they just showed a random portion of the match. It wasn't even like the beginning or the end. Kind of weird, don't you think? Isn't old boy Brian Turner from Brian Turner VHS Rehab? Didn't he used to be managed by Athena, or is this a new Athena? But I mean, like, we just saw it. Why didn't they just make that the main event? You know what I mean? Instead of showing clips from something that we saw like a few minutes earlier. Twin Towers.
Once again, everyone, I'm Craig DeGeorge, along with the living legend, Bruno Sammartino. Nice to be back with you, Bruno.
Thank you, Greg. Good to be here.
All right, I'm ready for a big
I just really want to see the Blue Knight, if we're being real.
We've got a great hour from New York City, and our featured match today is a very unusual tag team match. We've seen, of course, the Ace Cowboy Bob Orton over the weeks. We have seen Cactus Jack. Now they are together. And they will be going up against Wet and Wild, a new tag team, relatively new to the UWF.
Well, Wet and Wild, there's no question. These are two exciting young guys. They both can wrestle. They're full of energy. They love what they're doing. But they're against a couple of guys. Orton, the veteran, of course, knows every trick in the book. And what can you say about Cactus Jack? Boy, talk about an unpredictability. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think OG Athena was white. It took me a second to realize what you were referencing.
So unpredictable. To put it mildly. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in this match, but it's going to be exciting, that I assure you.
All right, fasten your seatbelts, folks. We've got a big hour of excitement. And right now, let's hear the rest of the card from our ring announcer, Frankie.
Come on, Frankie.
You're absolutely right. We have an extremely exciting night of wrestling coming our way.
Frankie, a highlight, I think, of the show.
Gentlemen,
gentlemen, it's another dynamite
I need some more
card,
weed.
starting with the exciting newcomer from New York City, Chris Michaels.
What a great picture they chose.
Back again with their pain-in-the-neck manager, Rick Golden. It's the unleashed strength of the Power Twins. From Honolulu, Hawaii, a big fan favorite in the UWF, the mild-mannered strongman, Don Morocco. And a first-time look at the notorious Cowboy Bob Orton and the psychotic Cactus Jack, hooked up as the UWF's newest tag team.
Where'd you put something at, Randy? I think I missed it.
Ask the Wrestlers answers another lucky fan's question.
I don't see it. I don't see it, Randy.
Albano slides into his corner for another of his crazy interviews. A reminder to our UWF
Are you talking about the guy that held the flag?
Sunshine State is coming on Saturday, April 6th at the War Memorial Auditorium. We'll be there with a great card beginning at 8 p.m. Then on Sunday, April the 7th, we'll see you Central Floridians at Universal Studios.
Welcome, Central Floridians.
UWF extravaganza.
Okay,
For
let's
tickets
see
for both of these
here.
great events, call now 1-800-368-4UWF. See you in the Sunshine State.
Also, I found a new smoker since Grace has given up on that life.
The UWF Power Line is waiting for your call. 1-900-420-4UWF.
Call me now!
Weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Michaels.
Chris Michaels, new battle with Captain Bad on the Fury Hour. Greg DeGeorge, Bruno Sammartino.
Captain Bad. Well, they said from parts unknown. I understood before he was from Mexico City, wasn't he? Or am I mistaking him for somebody else?
I don't know.
Oh my God, Bruno ruining everything.
Mexico City is fine
Listen,
with me.
last week they say this man from Mexico City. Today he from parts unknown. What's going on here, Craig? You know who would never make a mistake like that? My son, David. Wonderful memory.
Holding that flag, he served in the U.S. Army.
I've been to
for 4 years.
Dothan, Alabama,
He was in the U.S. Army
and
for
Cherry
4
Hill,
years.
New Jersey.
As you take a look at Captain Bad, and Michaels was telling me that his unit, the Bravo Company 1st Battalion 40th Armor, is now in the Persian Gulf, and he says we have some apple pie ready for you guys. He wishes his buddies, of course, a safe time over there and a speedy trip back.
Is he really a veteran, though? If not, that's kind of shitty.
Chris Michaels and Captain Bad.
During an active, like, war.
Well, this Chris Michaels, nice take over. You know, the philoxenic thing with Chris Michaels is size. Because, you know, he's not the biggest guy you've ever seen that ring. But this guy, he makes good wrestling moves. He has good knowledge, you know, of the game. And he's very quick. And yet, not being a real big guy, he's durable. What I mean by that is that we've seen him through the weeks take some pretty good blows, but he has the business about coming back, you know. If he, I don't know.
Oh, nice, Dave.
I could see a guy like
Yeah,
that
Stolen
throwing
Valor.
20 pounds, but good, solid 15, 20 pounds.
I have a video somewhere of me getting into an argument with someone just randomly in public, and my friend filmed it. But I get into it with an old guy, and I accuse him of stolen valor, and he gets really bent out of shape.
Which one of these guys is going to get out of this thing with a win? It's a tag team action coming up for you this hour.
My son of David, like, that's what I need. I need the at the end. I need the Italian. Listen, Craig, you can go there. You can get a good meal. You can have a good time. You can do whatever you feel down there. My son David tells me.
Michaels? Well, I don't know what all those spins were, but he threw down his opponent.
Beautiful moves from that Army roll. They did a roll or whatever you want to call it, a spin on the back of Captain Bad there, and then he took him over with the side drag. Very nice. That's what I'm saying. Very talented young guy. He really is. I enjoy watching him.
That was a fun sell.
He can get thrown around. I think that weight factor is not his advantage.
Only 2 Bobby Eaton matches? Why don't you watch all the Midnight Expresses? In fact, the Vault has the Midnights versus Rock and Roll feud compilation. What does that mean? He's getting more Jewish? The Italians, they don't turn out so good anymore. I'm gonna switch to being a Jew. Oh, celebrating too soon. Well, look at him. He's like, okay. Oh, Cornette would have hated that. It's so fun to stay at. High risk paid off for Chris Michaels from the, I don't know, 45th Armor or something like that. Armored Division. We got some apple pie waiting for you back home, boys. Courtesy of Chris Michaels.
You're a great talent. What success do you see for yourself in the future here in the UWF, Chris? Well, first of all, I want to let everybody know that it's great to be a native New Yorker, and it's great to be in front of everybody.
Rock and Rebel.
Second of all, like the red, white, and blue, my colors don't run, and neither do I. I may not be the biggest man in the Universal Wrestling Federation, but I sure as hell ain't the weakest. And let me tell you something, Mr. Abrams. Universal Wrestling Federation, but I sure as hell ain't the weakest. And let me the biggest red, white, and blue, my colors don't run, and neither do I. I may not be the biggest man in the Universal Wrestling Federation, but I sure as hell ain't the weakest.
There we go. I may not be the best, but I'm certainly not the worst. What's up? It's me. Welcome back, buddy. Barrio accused David say, "Oh, my son would never do that. He was simply taking him to the YMCA. He was gonna get a good meal."
Remember them and provide postings for their needs. These Support Our Troops t-shirts are still available for a limited time only.
I'd rock that, man, for sure, Dan.
Money order 2 Troop t-shirts. 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292.
That sounds like a neat place, Marina Del Rey.
In the Persian Gulf.
Tank tops also available.
Ask the Wrestler segment and a chance for our fans to participate in the UWF Fury. This week's question was sent to Steve Ray by Beverly Smith of Hillsborough.
Hi, it's me, Beverly. Are y'all married?
Where and how he got started in pro wrestling, and if the Wild Thing is married.
Question number 1. I started in professional wrestling in Kansas City, trained by
Very natural smile.
in the world. They got blackballed in the business, and that was Sonny Myers. The guy is the best, number 1. Question number 2. Am I married?
A free UWF t-shirt and cap is on its way to Beverly, and it could be to you too.
Oh yeah, of course. And then that great shoot interview where Honky Tonk and Raven go over it.
702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California.
Marina Del Rey is big money. Maybe I can expand Fusion Studios. I can talk to the suits in Palo Alto if we can get a Marina Del Rey office.
We'll be in Fort Lauderdale at the War Memorial Auditorium on Saturday night, April the 6th. And in the Orlando area at Universal Studios for an afternoon of UWF Explosion, Sunday, April the 7th. For tickets, call now. 1-800.
That guy is just, he's kind of growing on me just because he's such a goof, you know? But he's forcing it really bad, but he's also just like, he's really trying though, you know? Like he's trying to do it right. It's just not really, it's not coming across as authentic, but it's coming across as funny as fuck. Playa Del Rey. What about that? What about Fusion? I don't feel like Fusion Studios really meshes with a Nashville vibe. I was thinking about maybe an office there. Miami? No. Tampa, that's Fusion Studios vibe. Somebody commented on my video, I think from the gas station, and said that I was I was the chillest redneck on YouTube. That was like awesome. The chillest redneck. The Power Twins. Oh, Clearwater. Yeah, what a trash area that is. That'd be perfect for Fusion Studios. Look at this, man. This guy's look is incredible. Tampa's where they film all the MILF porn. Perfect Fusion Studios locale.
This Brian Donahue, he's sort of new. I'm not too familiar with him.
Oh yeah, Larry Sweeney, what a character.
He said, "Is this all you could scrape up for us, Miss Ravens?"
All you could scrape up for us, huh?
Larry Sweeney would have been so over. He might legitimately, in my opinion, he might have been like an AEW world champion at some point. I really feel like Tony Khan would have completely loved Larry Sweeney. I don't know if he's ever talked about him or not, but I could totally see it because he not only had that gimmick, vibe that Tony likes, but like he could incredible on the mic, god tier promos, incredible fan work. Like his in-ring was so, but he worked kind of a Memphis style, which I was kind of against at the time because I was more into like the indie work rate back then. But he was I think I would appreciate him more now, but he was kind of the total package for like something like an AEW guy.
He's new to me. I'm not too familiar with him. He certainly is a big guy. We know, of course, Carmine Albano, so we will see.
Carmine Albano.
Provide for the Power Twins. But wouldn't you just like to see somebody grab that golden character, huh? There's something about him that is so...
I'll try to see if I can find the matches where I interacted with Larry Sweeney. I really petitioned. I really kept wanting him to be brought into IWA, and they finally brought him in. And he was a really he loved the old school heel gimmick, so he wanted the real, you know what I mean? Like he had merch and stuff, but he would kind of be an asshole to you while you were buying it. So he would kind of kept up kayfabe to a reasonable level. But it was fun interacting with him. But I would do stuff as soon as he would come out, I would get up and then go to the concession stand and then stay there and come back when his match was over and stuff like that. And I don't know if he was just if it really made him mad or if he thought it was funny or whatever, but he had he said a lot of colorful things to me.
Really, I like to do a press with him over inside the ring to see how many rolls into that audience I could throw him to.
Oh, he really does get under your skin, huh?
Yeah, he kind of does. He really does.
All right, well, the Power Twins here, they have been among the, I would say, most impressive we've seen.
Hello, folks. James here. Just reviewed the Stranger Things crossover.
Larry and Dave of the Power Twins.
I can't take anything away from the Power Twins. I mean, fans made this.
Sweeney would have been a god in AEW, I think. His promo was so good. His vibe was so good. I think he would have been a king there.
Quite well for themselves. I just think that they have a lot of talent besides its size and power.
I don't think I've seen Zapped. I don't think I've seen Zapped 2, unfortunately. Oh, Carmine Albino is in the ring. Who's Albino tag teamed with?
Albino was executed nicely on a big man like one of the Power Twins. But now, unfortunately, he's going to pay for that move because he is caught in a bad corner. No, got him out of the corner.
Got him out of the corner. Just a roundhouse.
He had his own. He had his own gimmick belt, the ICW, ICWA Texarkana television title, and he was like a 190-time holder of the belt.
By the Power Twin in the corner. here comes either Larry or Dave. They're both in there. Oh, double shot.
I think one of the reasons that he didn't like me is somebody told Shotgun Jan one time that the Chikara guys had all had some party at Larry's parents' house. And he just told it to me like in casual conversation. And then I mentioned it. Like when Sweeney was coming down to the ring, I was like, hey, party at your parents' place or something like that. And he was like, who told you that?
Midsection. Rather sizey midsection, by the way. How can you...
Now I'm sad. I wish Larry Sweeney was still around.
I really, honestly,
So much. I mean, he could have. The sky's the limit with that guy.
One of the power twins.
This is becoming a comedy act trying to figure this out.
There's also a match where Larry Sweeney comes out, and I put he told me the show before that he needed to be treated like a real professional, and he needed respect from the crowd. Well, he told barking at me from the ring. So I put rose petals down for him to walk on, and when he went past, I hit him with the roses, and I didn't even think about that they had thorns on him or whatever.
Larry and Dave up. Yeah. Double elbow.
Smart Mark filmed that show, I know.
That's an easy way to get around.
That's now we know it's Larry and Dave in the ring, folks.
I don't see any problem with watching it. I just don't get invested as much,
Solving the mystery. Right now, Carmine Albano and Brian Donahue cannot solve anything.
Sal Tomaselli was another one that was really good with crowd work. There's a tag team match. I'm trying to think. It was the Iron Saints, Vito and Sal Tomaselli against somebody. It might have been a 6-man tag. I can't remember, but it was at I think the 2005 King of the Death matches. And my voice had given out just because I was just going nuts at the show. But with my very last bit of breath, as soon as there was a complete silence in the crowd, I yelled, "Sal loves the cock," and it comes through just incredible. It sounds like it's coming over the PA on the video.
See something happen with that very person they had done for the count of two. Somehow can come
Yeah, Sal's fantastic. I liked him in the ring. He's kind of small, but his promos were great. His crowd work was crazy good.
It really was, and he landed very hard at his feet. Nearly came back standing. And again,
Ronnie Garvin.
And he landed on his shoulder there.
You know what? He landed on his shoulder on the side there, but he came very, very close from landing right on his head.
Oh.
Now here comes from a back-breaking position to you're probably going to see an elbow here right on the neck.
Yes, sir. That's that power ending, and Donahue, a big man, goes down hard.
I have all... It put the chat filter back at top messages. God damn it. Actually, to be honest, they had it. Rugged Ronnie, I'm sorry, Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin, had a 1-hour Broadway with B. Brian Blair earlier. And then at the next episode, they showed 45 minutes of it. But it was the 45 minutes in the middle, so you didn't see the beginning or the finish. Ian Rotten and Mickey Knuckles and Delirious and CJ Otis defeated Sal. There you go. Sal, Vito, and Brandon Tomaselli and Josh Abercrombie. Sal loves the cock.
The wacky and wild man with rubber bands, Captain Lou in his corner is next.
Yes, wrestling fans, it's the big old fat man, Captain Lou Albano, baby, the man with the rubber bands, back again this week. Now, usually on the Captain's Corner, when I interview wrestlers, I have a background. I know something about them, but I've got to admit, these are two men that I know nothing about. I'm going to bring them right in right now, the Power Team. Come on in, guys.
Lou, that's the Power Twins. We're the only identical professional wrestlers in the game today.
These guys.
You might not know who we are, but there's millions of people out there that do know who we are.
What's your name?
I'm Larry.
Larry, you?
I'm Dave. And let me tell you something, Lou. We've traveled halfway around the world.
Yeah, her book, she talked quite a bit about liking which
over
cock
North
she
America,
liked.
South America, and all of the United States. And let me tell you something. This guy, Herb Evans, wants some talent. He's found it right here, baby. That's us, the Power Twins.
Well, listen,
the only identical twins.
The
in
sons
wrestling
of Ted
today.
Arcidi.
Well, let me say this, Larry. I've got to say you're a big guy. I mean, you guys must be a combined. I'm Larry. All right, let me. I'm sorry, Larry. Let me say this. You guys have to have a combined weight of well over 600 pounds. Am I right? You're right. Now, I know
The Milkies.
You know I've handled tag teams well.
I think, are you talking about the Mulkies? The Milkies, I feel like, are something, you know,
Identical twins work better than anybody in the game today.
sounds like sea cuppers.
Let me tell you something, look.
Yes, Larry.
He's Larry. I'm Dave.
She says that Mike Elgin is like her all-time top. That like that's her favorite dude of all time.
It doesn't matter which one of us in the ring.
She talks about a couple other ones, but I
tell
can't
who's
remember
who. It doesn't
offhand.
matter because you're gonna get beat no matter who's in the ring with us.
Well, I've got to say, wrestling fans, this can be highly confusing. Imagine two identical twins in the ring. The referee's got to be confused, not to know at what time, at any given time, who tags who's in the ring, is the right man in?
She's pretty open in the book, though. It's a pretty dark story.
It don't make a difference.
And we were talking earlier about the idea that I was very just preliminarily talking to Ian about doing like afternoon shows before IWA night shows. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because in Mickey's book, she talks about how that Ian had like talked to fans that had like planned. This is only from Mickey's perspective. I don't know what actually happened, but she said that Ian had talked about like wanting to rip off fans who were wanting to do stuff like that. But that's what she said in her book. That's up. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm telling you, the tag teams in here have got to look out, and they've got a double thing against them because you're not going to know who's who. So Universal Wrestling said they'd bring you the best. Captain Lou Albano said I'll bring you the best, and this is them. Okay, Larry, and okay, Stanley. I'm Larry. You're Larry. Okay, Larry. Yeah. What are you?
All I can tell you is
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Herb Evans, just bring him on. We'll take him.
Bring him on.
There were rumors when I was going to the shows. But nobody really knew anything. Or they certainly weren't talking to the fans about it, you know.
At Universal Studios for an explosion that will happen that day. For tickets, call now. 1-800-368-4UWF.
I gotta bring it back to, like, I say this about like Vegan and the Thorpes and, you know, other people, but my interactions with him were predominantly very positive. He gave me access as a fan that a lot of fans didn't get. You know, I went to dinner with him. I got to hang out with Fannin and talk about the business and stuff. So like, I'm grateful for that time, but like, I understand. I overlooked a lot of stuff at the time. We all knew that like people were being announced that weren't going to be there, and like matches were being announced that there's zero chance in hell of like, you know, Sabu showing up for Ian with like, you know, 8 people in the crowd, stuff like that. But all my interactions with him primarily were pretty positive. He never asked me for money. He never asked me to. We talked about how much it would cost to put a show on before, you know, to book an afternoon show. But like, he never tried to get money from me otherwise, or ask me to pay for hotels or anything like that. He never even asked me to pick up like a tab at a restaurant or anything.
Pennsylvania Hotel, now the newly renovated Penta Hotel. The Penta is located in one of New York's most dynamic areas, just blocks from the city's highlights, and across the street from Madison Square Garden. No matter what your needs are, Pennsylvania 65000 is the number for one of the most legendary hotels in New York, the Penta Hotel.
You got paid in pills. So like, just from that's only my experience. I don't really have anything to complain about with Ian. How he treated me anyway.
Mr. Wonderful, Bruno, Dan Spivey, Brian Blair, or the UWF logo. Caps are available too, so order now. This is Captain Lou Albano, baby, and I've got the hottest pro wrestling.
And I will say this, for whatever happened with people being unannounced, but I wasn't there to see anybody in particular. I was just there to see wrestling. I knew no matter what, it would be a good show, and I think that's what Ian kind of banked on, is that fans wouldn't be too upset as long as they left happy. And I mean, there were some shows that weren't the best in ring, but like the vibe was there, and like I never left an IWA Mid-South show thinking like, wow, that was boring, or that was, you know, I regret making the drive.
Every day, I want you to call the new Captain Lou Wrestling Celebrity Hotline. I said, call now, brother.
I remember the J.C. Bailey drama, especially with, what's his name, his dad.
For you. Here's the Rock, Don Morocco.
The Rock, Don Morocco, and Dusty Wolf here on the Fury Hour.
His gimmick name was the Mississippi Madman.
A couple years back. Yes. Greg, he looks to me, at least it appears to me, like he's really slimmed down quite a bit. Wasn't he a lot heavier?
Yes, he was. Didn't he have blonde hair too, or am I mistaken?
I think so.
Right?
Is very much of your stuff on of your matches up on YouTube, or are they mostly behind like a Thumb Media thing from like all the like indie copyright type shows?
All right, the Rock, Don Morocco, always stalking, always on the attack. Look at that. He didn't even touch him, and Wolf stepped out of the ring.
I don't think there's anything wrong with stepping outside to get it, you know, trying to quiet these disrespectful fans down.
What is he doing? Arguing with the fans? Come on, Dustin.
I liked Mississippi Madman. He worked at the Best Buy.
I tell you, Greg, I'm surprised.
I remember seeing him.
Gosh, I remember him 2-3 years ago. He must have been at least 30 pounds.
A few times.
Wolf, I still don't know what he's looking at or paying attention to. You know, he had all night to wait for the match. Now he has his chance, and he's on the outside of the apron. Rocco waiting there. He won't be waiting to get hit, though. I think he's trying to figure out just what this guy's all about. And he's seen him before, too, I'm sure.
You know, the way he had Morocco
I like this guy's attitude.
He backed off as if like nice guy. I think he was afraid of getting Morocco angry. Because Morocco, I think he's very familiar with Morocco's capabilities.
Remember when Raven had that weird show where he like made over wrestlers? And he made that one guy into like a... Raven's like, yeah, we need to give you something, you know, really believable, something that the fans can buy into, you know? You're going to be an evil doctor. An evil surgeon.
Why, Dusty? Very painful.
Dusty might be crying, Wolf.
No, he worked the door. Like when you walked in. So did, at the same store, Hardcore KC worked there. I think they both worked at the door from what I remember. Yeah, there you go, Casey Jackson, Hardcore KC.
I spent a lot of time on the beach, huh?
Yes.
Extremely well.
Loves getting out there. He water skis. Quite
a lot of surfing, he tells me, too. He enjoys surfing a lot. I'm always fascinated when I watch people surf. That looks like a lot of fun.
You ever try it?
No, I never have, and I don't think I'd be too good at it, frankly. I've been in Hawaii a lot of times on my way through Japan.
I need to make a video about the time that Raven was in Vegan Patriots chat before it gets pushed out of my brain by some B. Brian Blair match.
I think you got to be a special breed. You got to look like Sunny Beach or Don Morocco, I think.
Yeah.
And the Wild thing looks like a surfer, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm talking about, oh my God, it would have been
Where's he surfing at?
15 years ago or more.
Surfing is in Kansas City. No. But what we're seeing in this match is that Morocco all the way. I don't think that Dusty Wolf has really done anything.
Dusty Wolf. I think I read his book. Did Dusty Wolf write a book? Dusty Wolf. I don't know about that name. Dusty Wolf. Dusty Wolf.
Oh, that might make a deliberate blow. I was going to say, he's just been applying holds on it.
Does Dusty Wolf have a deal with Powertown? Who's Guy Smith and Michael Shard? I have no idea. Those two, honestly, if I was on a game show and I had to name like independent wrestlers in my region after like the mid 2000s, like I would only be able to name those two, and I'm talking really regional, like not, you know what I mean, like those two and Truck Thompson or something like that. There were only a few kind of actual like grassroots bigger names, you know. I think he did write a book.
And now Wolf into the top turnbuckle. A little bit wobbly.
A little more wobbly and a couple more.
Is that who runs the company there now in Springfield?
No, you know what you're going to see here? Let's see if he does that. His version of the pile driver. You betcha. There it is. And it's good night, Dusty Wolf. Pleasant dreams.
Good night, Dusty.
This match is history.
AEW should make Claudio the money-makingest man again. I love that gimmick.
This Williams gets even. This is Williams getting revenge. He feels that he was done wrong by Morocco, and look at that, huh?
Williams is hammering away. Oh, here comes Orndorff with a 2x4. Orndorff did it with a 2x4, and Williams just gets...
You better get the hell out of the ring, Dr. Death. I'm gonna get you in that steel cage later tonight, brother. I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink after that voice.
He takes off.
See, Williams thought it was a 2x4. Had he known it was a 1x6,
He didn't know it was a 1x6.
He may have stayed in there.
That's right.
At any rate, Morocco is down on the canvas.
Look at Williams. Williams is offended by it. He feels like that was a cowardly thing for Mr. Wonderful to do. But, hey, good thing for Morocco because, hey, a guy like Williams, when he gets you like that, he's not going to stop. And Morocco's obviously very hurt because Williams seems very, very angry. And this stems from that lumberjack match that we saw last week, no doubt. Because if you remember, he and Morocco really got into it. And so now he was really taking revenge on Morocco. He was really going to do a number on him. And Morocco had to really thank Orndorff for coming in with that 1x6 because that saved him for another battle.
Well, last week, Morocco helped out Orndorff.
That's true.
And this week, Mr. Wonderful remembered that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, Don Morocco.
Steve Williams, you did it again. Blindsided another opponent. Why?
All these people witness. 2-on-1. Orndorff, I told you, pull out the insurance. Take care of your family. Get out of business before I hurt you good. Now, you have the gall to challenge. Take care of your family. Get out of business before I hurt you good. Now, you have the gall to challenge me. Challenge me to a cage match. Well, Polly, you know when a man is in a cage.
Okay, I'm back, sir.
But a raw meat in there. You know what's gonna happen.
Call me now.
He'll eat it. He'll shred it until there's no more left.
He'll eat it and shit it.
Until there's no but a raw meat in there. You know what's gonna happen. He'll tear that raw meat. He'll eat it. He'll shred it until there's no more left.
Let's go. What a promo.
Orndorff, cage match. Put your name on the dotted line because I'll be there, Polly.
Hey, Pally. I'll be there. Man, I really want to watch kickboxing.
The UWF power line is waiting for your call.
ATF Media, it's me, Bruno Sammartino. What is your kink?
Call me now.
Accompanied by their manager, the one and only
Pally.
golden great John Tolos.
What a team, man. What a team. I don't know if we can. I mean, I can invest some time and figure out what'll pass muster. This will be a good one. Quit. Well, we got to be mindful. We don't want to say. In the wake of the Maduro incident, Fusion, the suits in Palo Alto have advised Fusion Studios that we're trying to avoid the terminology kidnapping, and so we're going to use our old standby of surprise adopted.
Not exclude John Tolos. He's here too.
Covington Pike Toyota. Shove that surfboard up his shitbox. Okay. Wow, what a statement. Hey, ref, shove that surfboard up his shitbox. That would get a laugh out of me if I was there live. Hey, Sunny Beach, shove that surfboard up your shitbox. You're just lucky you told that joke after I've been getting high for 2.5 hours. Tell him, coach. See, he was saying surfboard, shitbox. He's gonna bully you because you're hurting? That's pretty heartless of your boss. Let me tell you something, boss. Let me tell you something, boss.
See how they are progressing. As you look at the manager, John Tolos, they're relatively.
Stop bullying it, humble king. It's me offline. Thank you.
When the Wild Thing stepped in several weeks ago to help out Sunny Beach, that they looked like a natural tag team. And
they look like a pussy level tag team.
When was it? A couple of weeks ago, we saw them against the Power Twins.
Power Twins.
Yeah. Again, you know, they need a little polishing up, but I was impressed. I thought that for having not been a team before that, I thought that they did really well together. And if they spent some time working out together and so forth, they certainly
don't forget that tomorrow we're going to do a revisit of the Ben Thorpe 1,000 Trails arrest, which is, I think, peak Thorpe content. We only have the censored version because my archive is currently offline. I got to get that power cable soon.
The important question is who can get used to, adjust to, having Cactus Jack as his tag team partner.
I don't think anyone can do that.
We're not going to see a lot of headlocks and wrist locks and step over toe holds in this match, Brain. This is going to be a fight.
Boy, did he nail it. I mean, he came full blast and it's amazing the way he hit that steel post.
I would be like the corniest commentator ever because I would only speak in like 80s wrestling lingo. What's up, F Wood? Glad you're alive, buddy. Bruno coming alive here. I mean, could you say, like, if let's say that I got, you know, some indie that can't pay anybody, they let me do commentary, would I be like in trouble if I said that like somebody was doing a Pearl Harbor job? Listen here, ATF media. It's one thing if you want to go after some of these people, but I do not appreciate you going after Grace Thorpe. Especially summer 2024 Grace Thorpe.
Nope, that's not what he said.
Plus that you get to see him get arrested. He gets pulled out like he's fucking Osama bin Laden out of the shitter of the RV.
has been made. Greg, you know what you're talking about, Greg. You know what's going on. All right.
Orton comes in there. Sunny Beach is still in there in the neon yellow.
Can you really ban someone, or can you really block someone? Can't you just like hide them in an individual chat? Can you completely block somebody? That's not true. Can you?
And we're not just talking about the outfits either. A lot of colors.
You're gonna smoke some cannabis? Let's fucking go. Me too. Yeah, fuck it. True.
Pretty effective hold in there. It appears tough to get an angle on it.
So true, bestie. Fuck it. Sunny Beach working over the arm.
Wild thing in there. Very fresh. Oh. Probably not any longer.
Very fresh and very dizzy right now.
Yeah. And look at Orton with a series of rights. Time into the boot of Cactus Jack.
But he would have done more damage if he had...
That's Rock.
Against the Cactus Jack set, I think it would have been more devastating than his boot. You know, sometimes you tend to make a little fun of Cactus Jack, but you know something? What makes this guy extremely dangerous is when you have the ability to take punishment like he can and take those blows on the concrete floor and what have you, like he can, and then of course he can deliver. This is a guy that can discourage a lot of opponents because, you know, when you're in there, you throw your biggest blows from the front.
Come on, John Tolos. Why don't you do something here? This guy passed out in the audience.
Psychological number of an opponent. And Cactus Jack is a very rare individual. In fact, I've seen him get shoe blacks. I've seen him take body slams on concrete floors. I mean, not too many guys. In fact, I don't know of anybody that can take him fight like he can and come back in the ring and take over an opponent and win a match. So he is a very unusual guy, to say the least.
You're always asking yourself, how am I going to get to this guy?
Well, you know, exactly. Exactly.
Orton, though, has come into the match, taken down the Wild Thing. Mick Foley getting a good look at it. Third man in the ring.
Man, I'm really cresting.
Now Orton, did he reach out? Yes, he did. Jack's in there.
I'm fully into that. Like remember that song? I believe I can fly. Like that's where I'm at right now. I'm like Jenny out on the balcony in Forrest Gump.
You just can't turn your head because the manager points.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Isn't there a when's the cage match? I feel lied to. Is that on a big show that we have to find? If there's a big show and you know about it and I can find, just tell me and I'll try to find it. Because I know there's two, but I thought they were at the very end. Yeah, the Space Jam. I love Space Jam. I'm a big Space Jam believer. I showed it at a free public screening, and it got a standing ovation. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, I like Space Jam, but a standing ovation, and like a couple people were crying. And it was in like 2019. He should sing that. That'd be lit as fuck, dude. He could nail it too. He could really get the high notes going. I'm still hoping Grace will get back to me. I asked her if Ben would be willing to collaborate with Jedi Joy to sing Money for Nothing. And it's already signed up. Joy's in. The song selection is approved. Juana, man. It is pretty funny. It made me go back and watch White Chicks and Little Man, which are kind of like similar, ridiculous concept films.
Side headlock on Ray. Beach is trying to get in there. He's been on the sideline for a while.
I can't, personally, I can't dunk a basketball, but I do have a short I saw the other day of an e-girl dunking a basketball. Kai Razy. Kai Razy really underrated, I feel like. She kind of gets outshined because she's part of the Coco sphere, but she can definitely. I would put her second after Coco. Penetrating Bob, penetrating. Wow. That sounds like a Jimmy quote. Penetrate him, Ja. Penetrate him now. Period.
Sonny Beach is very anxious to get in that ring, but somehow, right as of now, no way. No
hey, as the crowd, Bruno, is chanting wild things, Steve Ray, sensing that enthusiasm, able to get up.
You'd be surprised, Craig, when you could be in trouble like that. You know, you're in the receiving end, and when that audience starts chanting your name or what have you, I don't know, they can bring strength.
I think now's the time for Billy Corgan to sign me and the Chatter Daninsky to be his commentary team.
I know many years ago I'd be wrestling in the garden and I'd be against a tough opponent like a Tudor Kowalski, Donley, or Jonathan, or Big Bill Miller. These were giants. And I'll tell you, the fans would start chanting, you know, my neighbor. And somehow, it's hard to explain. It was just like somebody just...
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense, Bruno.
Power into you, and it seemed like from a weak, in such a weakened condition, it seems like you just got rejuvenated. And it was just amazing what fans can really do.
The enthusiasm.
Come on, baby. I love that roll that comes through every once in a while on the tape. Double noggin knocker. Did the commentary booth give up? Wow, that was a lot of dead air. What do you guys think? Truin.
But instead, look, he sees that Orton's getting the worst of it.
Oh, Jack's got the surfboard.
He's going to stick it up his shit box, Bruno.
And, boy, this could be a wipeout he doesn't want to see. No, Tester strapped with the surfboard. And he slams it back into the head of Cactus Jack. Sonny Beach able to recover there. Now he's got the surfboard.
Wet and Wild. Woo!
Look out.
Oh, what a shot.
Bruno's like, I can't be associated with WWE because they are too unrealistic. Meanwhile, Cactus Jack fighting over a surfboard with a guy in a wetsuit. Why is he getting color here? This is so... A lot of bleeding.
Of course, Cactus Jack always has that look like he's enjoying it. Although right now, no, he's hiding. Oh, he surprised him around the corner.
What's up, Yanni? We may have time to watch the e-girl dunking the basketball. We got a few minutes. I think we'll have a few minutes left. That's it. Lay him in there, John. Oh.
Close up. Looks like nothing has opened up yet.
All right. I don't know what this is. Is this the match? I thought they were going to do a cage match next. Is this more footage? Yeah, it's just more footage from that lumberjack match. All right. Well, it looks like that's it for the UWF. That's 19, 20, and 21. So the next Tuesday, we'll do 22, 23, 24, so on and so forth. But that's it for the wrestling content. If you only want wrestling, I'll be back on Friday for Memphis. But tomorrow we're going to take a deep dive, revisit into the arrest of Ben Thorpe at the Thousand Trails campgrounds. And then Thursday we're going to look at the year in review for Methadone Clinic. Then it's going to be Memphis. Then we're going to do a one-off kind of mini deep dive into a character that I've been kind of keeping an eye on for a while. But... You're fine. Are you going to go to it? Cheapest tickets, $28. That's not too bad for modern wrestling. But anyway, that's it for wrestling. We are going to watch some... let's watch some e-girl shorts. Now that we're down into the last few minutes, we can really find the content. Oh, also, I found this person that smokes cigarettes if you're looking for